thinking she's medium ugly. Like you do deal with dissecting.
I wouldn't say she medium ugly though. She older. I think she was cute. She was nice looking in the past days.
But
She
that's
just
what we
one of
said.
those nice looking
But we
cute
asked,
chick
I
that
asked
got
that. I said,
older.
are you talking about her younger self or her
Yeah,
older self? Because I'm not saying that she couldn't have been sexy back when she was younger. But he was
right,
talking about her in the now sense of you know what I'm saying? Like he was talking about now, the way she looks now. And
right.
I'm not saying that women in older age can't be sexy. And that's why I kept trying to, because I think Kurt was kind of like getting at us too, because he kept like talk about the black. I'm like, bro, this has nothing to do with color. I'm not saying this because Kamala Harris is, because Kamala Harris is not even black. So
Right.
this is not about color.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah, yeah.
about what's sexy, what I deem and what he deem and what we deem as sexy.
Right,
Like and like I told him, it's not even about. And when we start talking about masculine looking women, because Tay be in the gym, so
right.
he likes women that's a little more on the stronger side. And I was
Yeah.
telling him, I'm not saying that masculine like muscle women can't look sexy. I'm just saying that muscular woman doesn't look
Right.
sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, cause Kurt was kind of like, hey, man, y'all finna, And I'm like, Kurt,
Hey,
you
he,
gotta,
he ain't
hey,
gonna
but
go
ain't
too
Kurt
far
with a
left
white
on the
girl?
black queens, man.
But ain't he with a white girl?
Who?
Kurt.
No, nah,
Oh.
nah.
I
He
said, I
wouldn't do
thought the
such a
last
thing.
time we was in the chat with him, I thought he was with a white girl.
No, he was saying that she a island, one of them islands.
Oh, Pacific Islander.
Panamanian or something.
Oh, cause I was like, oh, okay. But yeah. But I do think he was on the last time he was on, he was very adamant about how it's perceived as far as
Yeah.
the black woman.
I know he used to be in this deep African bag.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love people. I love Kurt. I love people that's pro.
Oh, not Kurt. Kurt be on this. He love his black queens, man. His Nubian black
Yeah,
queens,
that's what I'm
man.
talking about. Kurt. I'm talking about
Oh,
Kurt.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
He
not
love his.
Tay. I'm talking about Kurt. I
Okay,
thought.
yeah. He in the African
Yeah.
queens
He
though.
in
He
this
love it.
because he was the one that was kind of like
African American queens. I mean,
yeah. That he was the one
oh
who was kind
shit,
of like not.
all this shit disgusting.
It ain't a time that you don't get some shit and then talk about how nasty it is. Like, it's not, what's going on? Who telling you to try these shits, bro?
It looks it's pink, right? It looked like it's sweet, or.
Nigga,
So
what? When did pink equal that it just mean it's gonna be sweet? What is that,
to the
Moscato?
thing. Yeah, no, hell no. Wish you it's the I don't know what the fuck this is. It's Rose,
Oh, pink rose.
Whispering Angel, the beach.
Oh, it might just be the brand of pink rose too,
Yeah, that
because
shit bitter as fuck.
you can get a because Moscatos they can come sweet, especially if they like fruit wine.
That one
You
not
can.
Moscato, that's a rose.
I mean, a rose ain't never sweet, really. Rose always got
Yeah.
a little
I
bitterness
ain't
to it.
look
I
at
ain't
it. I
never
just look
tried a
at
rose.
the design.
You got to
I
go
look
by
at
the
the
name. You
design.
got
I
to
went
know if
from
it's
there.
rose or what is it, Moscato. Or those are gonna tell you whether or not it's sweet or bitter and stuff. Bro. You can't just look at
Right.
the color. This nigga said I
Mm.
just looked at the color and seen it was pink. Listen,
And not pick from there again. Shit.
no, that's not how you do it, especially not wine, bro.
Right.
But that's why I got put on the wine when we were younger by
We started out with what you call that shit? Wine cooler.
yeah, oh yeah, that was just
Wine
them
cooler.
the things you could go with your mom, and your mom if she wasn't a heavy drinker, that's what my mom,
Yeah.
because my mom was never a heavy drinker, so she would go to on Walmart or just a grocery store, and she'll pick up her Jamaican meat crazy, or them little things. They got like 5 to 7% alcohol in it. Them
Mm-hmm.
little wine coolers, as you said. But I started off drinking. I think we discussed this, but I started off drinking. I started off my very, very first time having wine was with an old. I think she was a first class. I can't think of her name. We
Yeah.
was in Italy. We went
Yeah.
to this little 5-star restaurant. She put me on wine. It's the first time I
Mm.
ever like I had wine, but like just somebody was like, you gotta let the wine breathe. Take this,
I
when we
ain't
was
doing
at
all
the
that shit though.
that's actually the kind of shit I like doing. I remember when I went back to Italy for the second time. I actually
Right.
went to the wine thing. They had this tour where you can go to the wine grove or the wine vineyard, whatever you want to call it, and it's a whole experience.
Yeah.
And they serve you food. You get to go through the wine, see old wine. They let you try different wines, show you what cheeses and different foods go with these wines. You
Right.
get this. They let us, if you wanted to, smash wines, like get in there and do the little
You get to
step
stomp
on
on the
the
wine with
step
your
on the
feet
wine.
and
They let
shit.
you with your feet. They let you step on the wine and create it. And
Look at your
and it's not
toes in the
like
wine and
okay.
shit.
So let the place where I'm at because I don't know how all other wine. Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure back in the days when wine was first, you step on it with your bare feet.
Right.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
how I
that's
saw on
not how
TV.
that's not how it is. They put
Oh
this
yeah.
plastic layer over it, and you step on the
Ah.
plastic, and it smushes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
You
well,
wasn't just
shit.
you weren't.
I was
I mean,
wondering that too, nigga. Cause I was
yeah,
like,
you're
I
not
know they ain't
just
got their little crust ass
yeah, yeah,
toes.
yeah, yeah. They not you're not just out there. I think in one because I've been to a couple of the violins. I did a couple of tours with that, and I think sometimes they got plastic bags that you could wrap around your feet and do it. Like if they didn't have
Yeah.
something covering it, they put like this plastic around your feet. But
Mm.
that was the first time before. But like I said, before I even got to trying and going to wine venues, like I had this one first class put me on game going out drinking wine,
Right.
and then when I got back. I had our second class. I can't think of what her name was. Shout out, she was a white lady, but she put me on box wine. She was I call people who drink box wine winos. I don't call if you drink wine, just drink wine, and you drink all kind of wine. I don't call you a wino because people who drink all different kinds of wine, they don't act like people who drink. And maybe this is just the experience I had with box wine drinkers,
Yeah.
but they don't act the same. Box wine drinkers are a different kind of
Them a
animal.
different beast, dog.
Yeah, they are different. They a different monster. Like
Cause
when it
that's a
comes to
whole
drinking.
box. That's like about $5 in one.
And I'm talking about I don't man, shout out to my second class. Me and her, bro, I would sit with her and we would watch like movies. She was such a cool, she was a lesbian, so it wasn't nothing
Of
before
course.
you get into thinking anything sexual was about this. It gotta be some kind of lie to it. She was
Of
a
course
lesbian.
she is.
And but we used to drink, man, we would run through her box wine, bro. Like we would fuck that. And then it was so funny. She was so cool. She was like, "Oh man, we got to go get some more wine." And we used to laugh and joke and
Yeah.
watch shows, bro. It was good times, bro. Good shit. But that's what really put me on wine. Of course, it was a female. So and then and it just shows to prove that I deal with a lot of older women. So because I always mess with older women, and like a lot of the older women that I mess with were way older and they
Yeah.
dealt with wine. So, uh,
Mm.
and that's why, hey, it was Kurt was, hey, Kurt would, hey, listen, Kurt say, hey, bro, you don't know about dealing with these older women. Hey, you don't know how I'm dealing with these older women.
That's how it is, though.
You new to this shit, nigga. I'm true to this shit,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, nah,
That's how
Tay
he
funny as
always
fuck.
is. Like, he swear he the oldest motherfucker in
Yeah.
the room.
Yeah, you the youngest nigga here, nigga. What are you talking about? But that's why I had to explain to him, like, nigga, back in like we was doing this back in 2003, 2004, 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tay,
Yeah.
I've been like the places you going, bro. I probably
I've
hit two,
been
three
there.
times
I
before
was
you
there
even
when you still
you
young
and Kurt,
pup
yeah,
still
when
in
y'all
school.
before you even got into the military, I probably done been around this
Yeah.
bitch once or twice. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Which I love it though, because like it excites me to see, and it's very good to see the different generations of it. You know, to see how
Mm.
like it just, and I think it's dope just to see the different relationships, especially for me, that people have with you. Like
Yeah.
when they told me that they say that nigga Kurt say he never seen a 7 or under a 7 with you. I'm like, oh my goodness, what the fuck? You never seen under a 7 with this nigga? And then Tay like,
Yeah.
yeah, nigga. I mean, shit, 7. I ain't never seen under a 10, nigga. We don't do nothing less than 10. So 10, nigga. Like, I'm like, oh. My niggas, hey, my niggas out here doing it, bro. I'm like, God, dog, okay, say less. I'm happy.
Hey, man said, well, can't evolve, man.
Hey,
But you
I
also
ain't
gotta
saying,
realize,
I ain't saying can't evolve.
right?
Yeah.
When motherfucker, especially when we was deep in the street, we were like 19, 20,
Oh yeah, we were young
21.
as shit. We was
Come on,
18,
that's over a
19. Yeah,
decade, bro.
yeah.
That's been
And
over a decade, man.
I wasn't saying it like you should still be getting ones or two, threes.
Mhm.
But it just, I would just let him know, like, damn, it's amazing what we went through. Because
Yeah,
like we went from, but then you gotta remember, we was broke back then. Like when we was
exactly.
telling the story to them niggas. So
Mm.
when you broke, and that's why I was trying to tell Kurt, when you
And that
broke,
goes to and that actually goes to show what we've been talking about lately. Like, hey, when you broke, you get what you can afford.
you get what
Once you get a
hey,
more change in your pocket, more
I
shingling,
just about to say.
shingling, then you able to get more. You can
See,
afford more.
what happened is, and this is what I don't like with niggas with money. See, niggas with money get mad when bitches give niggas without money some pussy. When you
Right.
should be congratulating that nigga, because that mean that nigga game whatever
Hmm.
else that he had to use to put himself in the position to get the bitch that you wanted. Hey
Right.
man, come on, celebrate that nigga, bro. Cause something
Yeah.
about that nigga made that bitch go for it. Whether he was selling lies or not, nigga, he worked what he had. He worked with what he had to get what he got, and
He
that's what I'm
took,
trying to say.
he used what he had to get what he wanted.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So like, I ain't never gonna hate on a nigga for getting a bad bitch, bro. Like I'm cool with that. Cause most of the time when you go around and you get that bad bitch, and that's why I was trying to get Kurt to understand. And it's like, it's not that I don't like tens, but
Right.
when I've been with tens, bro, the mental trauma that they deal with, because like, and I didn't believe this when I was like, I remember when Beyonce first came out with that Pretty Hurts,
Right.
I didn't understand it, bro. But dealing with women over the years, I
Hmm.
understand why what they mean by pretty hurts. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So when you get these pretty girls and they hurt, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? And they don't got proper,
They got that trauma and shit.
yeah,
That
they don't
still
got
that
proper
trauma.
guidance. They don't got the proper
Yeah.
people to what's the name, to help them handle. You get a vicious person, bro. You get a nasty person,
Right.
and
They still ain't dealt with their trauma.
yeah, it's
They haven't
the one
seek
thing about
counseling.
it. Yeah, yeah, and they don't, and they, because they're pretty, having counseling is a weakness for them,
Right.
because what comes with pretty in women's mind is perfect.
Hmm.
People see you as perfect. Women who don't have what you have, they make you feel like you're perfect. So when you
Right.
have this persona of being perfect, you can't have any dents in your armor, no little cracks in your, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
women go out and do, and so they get this ego, and this is not what I'm saying. When I'm saying this, I'm saying this, it's self-destructive. It's a self-destructive way of living life, but it is, it is what it is. It's what pretty women deal with. Because
Right.
I know niggas will be like, bro, well, why would you? I understand, bro. We can't, you ain't gonna convince a woman not to do what they do. But I
Exactly.
understand.
And to go back to like earlier talking about the dude with money, like I think
Yeah.
their issue is the difference between when you started getting out the mud, whatever. So most motherfuckers with bread, they just that's all they got. So that's what they lead with. And that
Yeah.
used to be their issue. They lead with money. You know what I'm saying? When you're more, oh no. I don't know what they got. I always got to add like a gay scene in every fucking
That nigga, hey, that shit
scene.
fucked you all up, ain't it? That nigga fucked up his conversation. Hell no.
Butt ass naked and shit. Like, oh, come on, man.
Uh,
but
they
yeah,
gotta feed the masses.
but yeah. So they ain't about it. They leave with their money or whatever, right? So it's a
Yeah.
different like from a motherfucker that got a little bread, whatever. Cause he also able to communicate. Also have
Mm-hmm.
able to have a conversation. It's not
Mm-hmm.
about the money. You ever had a conversation and your resources just what bring them all the way in, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you're able to have that communication and able to have, how you say Hell, communication ruled the nation back in the day.
Yeah, hey, we did. Hey, listen,
Hey,
hey,
it ran
listen.
the course. It maybe
I
not
tell
now though.
people, hey,
Hey, you gonna have to have some bread to rule
you
any
go,
type of
hey, they
nation
different.
nowadays.
But I know for a fact, bro. We used to. I used to be like, but like a lot of. I know I got a lot of pussy because of my talk game, my
Right.
personality.
Mm-hmm.
I won't deny that. I know that. You know, and like I think I said this before online. You know how many I don't have females tell me before, oh, you're not my type, or I usually want to
Yeah.
fuck with a nigga like you. Like, you know, whatever, whether it's the lie or the truth, but I'm just saying I done had women say that to me. Like when they, you know, and this how I know a bit about to give me some pussy
Yeah. What they say.
that I didn't even ask for.
You
Is
didn't want it.
because women, no, and I'm just being honest with you. Every woman
Right.
think that when a nigga approach them, they
Mm-hmm.
instantly want pussy.
Right.
I get it. I get
Right.
it. Now, what I'm saying when I say that is like niggas, of course, want pussy. Like that's in the back of
Mm-hmm.
our mind. But not every time you approach it where it's not like we're not. I tell people like I'm not a pit bull with my meat out.
Right.
So when I first see you walking, I ain't, you know, I ain't running up on your leg, humping up on you and shit. Like I ain't that kind of
Yeah.
nigga. Like
Mm.
I don't never let nothing get me that riled up. Like
Right.
that to me that means you don't got control of yourself. You know,
Mm.
and that shit just weird to me when niggas can't control yourself and you just doing the most. Like, calm down, bro. Put your
Right.
meat up. I tell my niggas that all the time. Put your meat up, right? It's
Hey,
okay.
put your dick. I tell bitches that, but put your dick up.
Yeah, put that shit up for now, bro. It's gonna be a time,
Yeah.
like, because I do believe there's a time and a place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But women, you know, women think that you come if you have a conversation or you talk to them, they think
And
you
they make it
instantly
all
trying to
about
fuck.
they pussy though.
And exactly. But then that's what I was just about to say. And then they feel some kind of way when
Mm-hmm.
the only thing you want from them is everything that they thought that you wanted in the first place.
Mm. We'll take what you had to offer.
Exactly. Like I'm not
Yeah.
saying I don't want it, and I'm not saying
Right.
that I don't want you to give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
if
if you
you,
gonna give it, who am I not to accept your gift?
yeah, but if you're gonna treat me, if like it's different ways to give chase or make it
Right.
so there's a chase, and I get it.
Mm.
Women want you to chase them. Niggas, some niggas like to chase. I used to be a nigga that liked to chase.
I
I
used
don't
to
like.
be a motherfucker that like to
Yeah,
chase
I
too,
used to
though. You know
love
what
to
I'm
chase, bro.
saying?
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That's
Listen, my
rough
baby boy
game,
will
man.
tell you. She'll be like, I used to tell him all the time. Listen, I'm here to, I'm here to sell dreams. It's your job to read the fine print.
Hey, exactly.
Like, but, you know, because women be like, oh well, you tricked me. You. I thought you was this. And you man, two could play this game.
Right.
All the books that you love, the books that women love, and man, listen, you deal with manipulation. Your whole being is deal with deceiving and conniving and manipulating to get what you do. That's your superpower. So when you, so I don't see why they surprised when a nigga
Mm-hmm.
understand that sometimes you gotta swim with the sharks to get fed. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why women act like they ain't sharks. They're not sharks in the sense of like how we men are sharks, but when it comes to that, like I said, manipulation, wordplay, sympathy,
Yeah.
those tactics that women use, there are sharks in it. There's certain women that
Definitely.
do it at high velocity, and there's some women that are guppies and they get eaten by those people. That's just
Mhm.
there's a hierarchy with women too. Like
But I
I
think
think
they have a
women
higher
be
ability. Yeah, go
yeah. Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
mean, say I think they have a higher ability of survival though.
I do too.
C-
That's what I'm saying because of the skills that they have. It they have had to learn to think about it. Anything that's
Right.
weaker has to find different ways to survive than with you know than creatures that have claws or these attributes that they can protect themselves. Because some creatures don't have anything to protect. You know what I'm saying? They have no way to protect themselves, so they
Right.
have to use tactics. They
Mm-hmm.
have to use smart. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's what women do. And then you have women, like you said, who are very good at using these tactics, and they, which is would be
Mastermind.
the one that would be the one percenters of those women that's really living that kind of life.
Right.
Because there's a hierarchy with women too,
That's
amongst
a fact.
themselves. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
try to act like men are the only ones that built this hierarchy. No, women have it too. It's just not talked about because nobody cares. Like you have
Hmm.
to care about something for people to
Exactly.
notice. See,
Yeah.
men don't care about the men hierarchy because we know it's a hierarchy. Women bring up men hierarchy because they care, because they're not a part of it. They don't feel like they're a part of it. So is they have to bring a voice to it.
Mm.
And then they get mad because when they bring a voice to it, men are not, oh, joining the fight with nigga, we been here.
Yeah. Like we like, okay, cool.
Cool.
Deal with it. We
Yeah.
adaptable. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Shut the
We go
fuck up and
through. All
just
right, that's what it
hey,
is.
like we like shut the fuck up and do what everybody else do. You see, we got
Yeah.
this shit. You know, like
You
why
see
you coming
everybody
in
moving
here?
boxes, go pick up a fucking box.
Yeah, why you coming in here making all this noise, bro? Just come in and do the shit, bro. We got shit to do. You doing all
Yeah.
that rah rah. You
All
could have
that
been
rah
moved
rah
two,
and
three
shit.
boxes, nigga. Now you know what I'm saying? And I tell women that all the time. And this is what women
Yeah.
do for men. When men can be building something.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that a woman would do is take away from whatever he's building. It's so rare that a woman would come and add something of value that she doesn't that she could actually say, ask her man, and he was like, hey, is this a value to you? And he'll be like, yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things that women think of value is only as valuable to them. And of course, if you love your girl, you're gonna accept that as value too.
Mm-hmm.
But in honesty, that shit ain't of value.
It added more it added more sparks as Eric whatnot. Cause as men, it's easy to
Facts.
explain like this, like a place, right? Like you
Yeah.
can have like as most men can have a crib and you get your fucking TV, probably a gang set, and a
Mm-hmm.
fucking
A
like we
bed.
had. You know, we used to have bricks
Yeah.
over off of Little Creek, not Little Creek,
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
of the Little Creek, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And we
Little
be
Creek
good.
and Tidewater.
You don't need all that shit. With women that come, they bring the plants, they bring the flower, they put the mirror
Oh, it
sideways and
used to
hang it
happen
on the
every time,
wall
does, bro.
and
We'll be there
decorated
coming down
shit.
there, look at your crib, bro. And what
Yeah.
they'll say, you ain't got nothing in here.
Mm-hmm.
So niggas like us, we not finna sit here and be like, get mad because you want to go buy some shit and put it in here.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
fix that shit up.
Yeah.
Because think about
And
it.
that's
If
what they bring. You know what I'm saying? With their
yeah,
creativity, mind, whatever.
but
But you know what I used to get though, cause I have or people or most females say I have an eye of a female or whatever, right?
what
Cause
that mean?
I have no idea. Maybe I think like a female, or maybe they call me a bitch. I don't
Females
know.
say that you females.
But they ain't but they ain't about it,
Oh,
right?
I'm not gonna let you say that shit and just keep going, nigga. Oh
But
shit.
they ain't about it, though, right? Cause they ain't about me on like one of
Oh,
my ex's time when I used to live in Japan, right? So I decorate my crib, my crib be like kind of casual, this and that, whatever. And
yeah.
I like
I done
shopping
seen your
like that
spot.
for shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You like the yeah.
Yeah. So
If a bit didn't fix your shit up, you would fix your shit up. But it's not gonna
yeah.
be crazy, you
It's
know,
not gonna
because you
be
got
looking
your own
crazy. It's
style.
not gonna be like
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
hood, the
Yeah,
trap or
but
whatever, right?
it's not gonna be po. You're not gonna walk in my
Yeah,
shit and they look poor and broke. Like it's
right.
gonna look nice.
So,
Yeah, I get it.
the chick mama asked like, what woman decorated your place for you? So like, what make you think a woman got to decorate my place for? These all my ideas. These all
Yeah,
stuff that I
yeah,
purchased and hung up and put together, or whatnot, right?
yeah.
But they assume all men had that same mentality of brick TV and couch and they good. They don't need anything else.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. Yeah, they
And
do think that way.
and thing about it, my bad, I'm kind of texting too.
Nah,
But
I
the
see
thing
that.
about it is like they think they don't see it like if you able to put a little design together or whatever, and my design always been casual, always been like a light tannish and light brown and the
Yeah,
rug and it's always play off
mhm,
that kind of like
yeah,
neutral or
yeah.
casualish,
Neutral
right?
colors. Yeah,
And
yeah.
that always been my thing with them. And I like that type. I like shopping for that type of random stuff and whatever. And they see
That you can
they
see in
see
your
we
crib.
sell like some type of decor in your place, and then they like, oh, a female did this, whatever, right? What female
Mhm.
that decorated, whatever. They don't have enough. They would never give a man enough credit to have any type of creativity in them to be able to decorate.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so like she told me that like, oh, it's that's the first time I heard like, oh, that's how y'all think
Yeah.
of a man.
Little
Y'all
thing.
never
It
see
just
a man that able to do any type of decoration or whatever, right? It just most of us just don't really care enough. You know what I'm saying? We are simple. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And I was exactly about to say that. That's what I was about to say. We simple, so we especially if we know we're gonna keep moving, and that's why I tell people why I'm simple. I'm
Yeah.
not simple because I don't want to decorate shit, but I'm always on the move. In the last 5 years, I done moved so many fucking times, bro. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I like to travel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's no need for me to sit there for a year in this apartment. Then I'm gonna move to this house, and
Hmm.
then I might move to this campus. I might move, it just. But when I did used to be living in places where I was situated, I got my own spot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm a very much bachelor-esque type of nigga. Like I
Mm.
even when I'm living with people, I still live like a bachelor life.
Yeah.
Like we in the military. We got I got my room, you got your room, we got the common area. We might bump into each other in the common area, we might chop it up. You know what I'm saying? But we do what
Right.
we
Right.
do.
Right.
So like even if I had a wife, and this is why I'm saying this is how even if I had a wife, bro, I wouldn't be this like because that's just me. Like you cheat we'll have
Hmm.
a whole house together, and she'll wonder why I'm always in my man cave, just chilling, doing either
Right.
this podcast, playing the game, doing
Yeah.
whatever I do, because that's just me. Like I would do this if you wasn't here. Like even if anybody was here, this what I would do.
Yeah. It's
So
yeah. You in your own bubble, your own aura,
yeah,
whatever. And they when they come with female color, they just come in and
yeah.
join. You know what I'm saying? They
Going in
combine
and
with it.
don't
They can
fuck the
add
vibe
to
up.
it. Your
Exactly.
what you need is already there. The stuff that you
Exactly.
require is
It's
already
here.
there.
I already got
Anything
it.
else is an extra.
It's a bonus, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that I don't want or need you here, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is don't. It doesn't like. And this is how I feel. Like when you get in a relationship, I wonder what people really want because
Hmm.
nobody be honest up front.
Right.
Like we could have saved each other a lot of times, and this is why I
Mm.
say this is why I don't date no more because I hate playing the guessing game of trying to figure out the fuck what I'm supposed to do with a grown ass person. And
Right.
I'm not saying we shouldn't date. Yeah, let's
Hmm.
get to know each other. But don't make me guess. Like if you don't like chicken nigga and you don't like this and
She wants you to
you
read your
come,
mind.
yeah,
Read her
just
mind.
say hey.
Yeah.
Cause they be want, oh, I want a man to surprise me on a date. Like, what the fuck is we
Nah.
talking about, grown ass
It's a
person? Are you a
reality.
child?
I
Do you
constantly
want to
remind motherfucker.
come on, bro?
I
Like,
constantly remind motherfucker. Yeah.
and because people always say, oh, you can't give everybody the answer. Nigga, you're not a test. Like, who
Yeah.
wants to sit there and spend their time trying to figure out this fucking test? What you need to do is, I'm not saying give them all your deepest, darkest secrets, but come on, man,
I
help me.
I
Do you
do. I
like
need to
me?
know all your deepest, darkest secret.
But I
I need
mean,
to know
like,
everything that nobody know about you, even you.
something
Even all these
something
deepest,
has
darkest secrets.
attracted you to me and me to you. So
Yeah.
I'm not finna sit here like you want to go out. That's why I like going places like, and then that's why I think, damn, going to some place to eat is the perfect place for a date
Right.
because we can sit, we can drink, we can eat,
You
we can
can't do
talk,
that no more though.
and we can go someplace like if we did want to dance or just have good music. There's places where you can
Yeah.
do that. But
Hold on,
then
let me
you
go check
got
on some
like,
food, man.
yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on,
yeah, you good.
got
I'm
something
gonna keep
cooking.
it. But like if you go
Yeah.
on a date with somebody, especially just listening to these women, like when they was like, how much should a man spend on the first date? And outrageous numbers are being said. And it's just like, I couldn't even imagine, bro, cause like, I'm not broke. I got money. I couldn't even imagine somebody telling me that just for a first time getting to know you, that's prostitution. That's highway robbery and prostitution. I'm a real pimp. Like, I'm a real nigga. Like, come on, man. And like I said, even if I had the money, I would never let a female pimp me. And like I said, I ain't got no problem with niggas who do spend money. I call them paymasters. Niggas don't spend.
Yeah.
Cool with me. But I never let a bitch pimp me. Like, it's just crazy. I don't know. I just can't understand this cycle because it just doesn't serve any purpose. Like being like that. But
Right.
I get it. Everything wants to be gotten easier. You know, nobody wants to work too hard. So if I got the money, I'll be blowing it anyways. Might as well throw it on it. I get it.
And I don't mind blowing it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta spend
That's
it,
why I
but
said I'm not saying that's
it's
a bad
all
thing.
about affordability. What can you afford, right?
But what I'm
Just
saying,
like with a female, like, oh, you gotta spend it, blah, blah. Nah, you know what I'm saying? It's different, right? I don't mind if that's the lifestyle living, whatever, and that's something nice to have, okay, that's fine, right?
but
But
my
think
thing is,
about it, the key part is affordability. If I can afford that lifestyle, cool. But if I can't, if that's not like something I can afford and that's something you still require, it ain't happening, man. It ain't gonna work, you know.
I got a question,
Yeah.
real question. What happened to wanting something that nobody else had? What happened to when that mattered when you're choosing some person? And I'm not saying that she can't have nobody, but like, what happened to like? Because a lot of from what I see with these niggas with money that get these girls, they're very much tossed around. Some other nigga that's been in that circle has had her, and I know men because of the money. I don't know. I know men
Right.
we hunters we pray. I know we use our assets to get what we want. But what I'm saying is, even
For
if I want to play a game of something, I don't want to do it with somebody that everybody knows. Like I rather take chances with a chick
some
like
newbie.
some out that like traveling the country, run
Right.
into a beautiful girl, don't know,
Mm.
and know for sure that this bit right here, I know because she fuck with my dogs and them and them and them and them.
Mm.
Or I know she fuck with this nigga because we done been around and them and them.
And
Like,
that's hard. And you know, as we be in the military, like that's very
yeah,
common that you gonna run into a motherfucker that somebody don't smash, whatever,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
I don't think
it got
any
so
virgins out
critical. Like, okay, long is we say to ourselves, okay, long our homeboys ain't smashed, whatever, right?
there. Yeah.
It's the picking is so slim that motherfucker, like, okay, that's a long mother. I ain't one of my homeboys ain't smashed, whatever.
Yeah.
Cause
I guess
it's
I'm
gonna
asking
show
you.
like women usually like the same typical type of
Yeah.
motherfucker.
So does purity matter? Really?
Nope.
I'm talking
Cause there
about
is
in
no
a
more
real.
purity. You're not
No
gonna
more
find
purity.
purity.
You're not gonna find. So
But in
even
what
if you,
context though?
I mean, like, like saying, back in the days, it used to. I feel like back in the days, the narrative was pushed that being a virgin and having that purity, never been touched. And I
Right.
feel like I'm asking you, is that the thing? Like, is there such thing that it matters if there's purity? Does purity
Let
matter?
me
Is
ask
what
you
I'm
this
asking.
then. I'm gonna answer that, but let me ask you this though.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, you can ask a question with a question.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
When was the last time that you met a woman that was pure?
I don't
And
know.
that might just answer your question because there is none to pick.
Okay,
It's not
I'm a,
many to
I'm a,
pick.
I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this. True, because I don't know women's purity like that because I'm a different kind of nigga. I
Right.
don't go looking for purity. So let me just put that out there. So
Right.
I'm pretty sure that there have been pure motherfuckers that I have come across, and I just my eyes don't even look that way because I feel
Mm.
like the only purity you can have is being a child.
Right.
Once you start to, because you're oh, you don't really know what's going on, and yeah, a lot of kids are traumatized and they have to grow up fast. But I'm
Right.
just saying, but they have lost their purity at a young age, I think. But I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying, the only person that can have true purity in being virgin or just pure, just are kids, boy or girl. I
Right.
don't care what, just kids. once you start to be infected by this world and the sin of this world, bro, your purity is lost. Whether you
Hey, to
are still
think
a
for
virgin,
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
because your mind has been twisted in your body and whatever the way you thinking, and that's a part of purity too. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like mind, body, soul. That's all a part of purity. So if you lose one, you lose it all.
right.
It's kind of like when you talk about men being gay. Like once a nigga go fuck another nigga, you gay. No matter what, you can come back all you want.
It's never gonna be the same,
It's never gonna be the same.
even if you're able to come back.
Even if you
But I
come back,
think
yeah.
now that people, men, don't gave up on purity, like as far as sex wise, a virgin wise, they go for okay, how many men have you had? As long as you have less than three, less than five, as long as you then like, as long as you got no kids, as long as you only got one kid, as long as you got. So think about it, they start moving the goalposts on the purity no longer mattered now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So if we agree that purity doesn't matter,
Right.
or it doesn't exist. Let's not say it doesn't matter. It doesn't
It
exist.
does. It doesn't matter, and it barely exists.
So you agree with my concept that purity only really is in kids, like
Right.
kids that haven't yet been
Right.
corrupted by the world.
Cause now most time, if you can go on IG, right? You see more 20, 21, 22. They already on OnlyFans. They already busting open for a real. Like it comes so commercial. Like sex becomes so commercial that if you see now, like they got this they where your kid can do a try to do a sex change without being 18 and stuff, right?
You,
Some of
you
they
know,
allow you to start without even notifying the parents in school and shit.
facts. They be having these conversations with
So
these
they
niggas
this
without you even
lifestyle
knowing.
they talking in even younger, you know what I'm saying?
And
Just
that speaks to why I
sexualized.
said that the purity, like even these young kids, once they start to know of the world, they have lost their purity. And
Mm,
and because of social media, you got a lot of people who like to push their ideas and their thoughts on other people about how they should raise their kids because they
right.
feel like they're right and they believe that this is the way.
And that's what it is now. And now as life goes on, it become the norm.
Yeah, I mean,
It
yeah,
becomes the
it is
norm.
the norm. It has been proven that now that's the norm. Everything can be a problem. You can't do anything or say anything without offending somebody that could. It's just it's weird, bro. But that's where we at, man. Like in the world and how.
And we accept cause we accept it so long, we're like, okay, it become the norm. And we like, oh, just like now, right? Back when we were younger, we were like, hell no, that shit would never have blah blah, this and that. And then as you get older, we like, oh, there are people like, oh, yeah, I remember when we were this way, this right here, bullshit, blah blah. But as time goes by, it becomes people new that's born into that type of society. Now for them, that's normal. So they see that like, oh, that's normal. That's how it should be. So people start dying out or whatever, phasing out when as they're still attached to before the madness, before the craziness, right? So as time go by, it's like just like you probably had like a nephew or son that were like 5 years old. Now that motherfucker 20, 21 having kids or whatever,
Fact,
right? So they
fact.
got born into this type of society where
Yeah.
it's now known. Like a purity is like what?
This all they ever know. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's the norm. I get what you're saying. Yeah, they was already they raised in this, so this all they ever
Hmm.
know. So, but that's why I say it's so hard to say that there's purity left. You know what I'm saying? Because
And purity, I think purity started going away once grandma um start being grandmas at like 30s and stuff, right? No, before you gotta be like late 30, 40, and 50 to be grandma. About 28, 29, you may be a grandma.
he probably is a
Yeah,
brother. Like, and it's only getting worse. They only, people are getting having kids
exactly.
younger.
It
And
only
so,
get worse. It
but
only
that's what I'm
get
saying.
wider.
But that's why we're at the state where we at. And it's like, and the one thing people don't understand, and once some shit get going, the one thing we
Hmm.
have known over time, once you get some shit going, it never goes backwards. That shit only rose forward.
Once you open that floodgate,
Yeah, that shit can't be
going back in
closed.
there.
It's all about adapting now.
Right.
And I think what's happening is because of social media and because of the world and the instant everything now,
Mm-hmm.
people like these younger generation and people who caught up in the social media area, they can't adjust to the rate and how fast things are changing.
Mm.
And when I say that
Okay.
they can't handle it, is because of their emotional ties to one thing, and you quickly shift to something else, and you leave them behind, and they feel abandonment, and because they don't have to have a physical person doing this to them, they allow people on social media to do it. They're not
Right.
built like how we were.
Mm.
They're not built where motherfuckers talk about you all the time, nigga. That's
So do you think that like the younger as the generation get younger, they get more emotional?
of course. But how could they not? Because everything is catered to emotions.
Right.
And because you got to think about it. Everything used to be just being smart.
Mm-hmm.
Just had to be smart.
Right.
But then you got people who were treated bad when people only
For
paid
being
attention
smart.
but only paid attention to smart and
Yeah.
realized that like everybody when I'm thinking about it, when I say not smart, I mean like people with disabilities, like people who have
Oh, okay.
learning
Okay.
disabilities. So you had to come to a place where you had to care. You know what I'm saying? If you think about where we came from and how they used to treat people who had disabilities and were to
Right.
how we do it's a big leap. But that
Mm.
means that somebody had to care, and it had to enough people had to care to make that change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but we had a long time to learn to deal with these things. These things happen over years. For
Mm.
kids now, things are changing by the year, sometimes by the day, by the week, by the second. Because of how much information is being put out at such a high pace and how much they get at such a high intake. And you know how it is. Anybody that got fucking kids, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you take any kind of device away from a kid, they're gonna trip out worse than
At
anything
the
else.
ass.
They're
Yeah.
gonna tear up some shit
Right.
because that's all they know. They hooked on this world of
Yeah.
computers, and I'm just saying that's just the world that we push forward that we wanted.
It
We
gotta
see
have a
all these,
healthy balance, cause good and bad with that.
but what I'm saying is it goes back to what we were saying. It's hard to keep a healthy balance when everybody is younger. So when we're saying that grandmas is no longer 50 and 60, where you got that patience of having life learned and experience, you're getting it at a
Right.
younger age and a younger age by the generation. So now you got 18-year-old that could be a grandma. You got a 23-year-old that could be a grandma. I'm just being serious. You laughing, bro. I'm just saying this really shit out here happening.
I'm gonna
You
choke,
got a
nigga.
you got a
Hold
31 out here
on.
that's grandparents, bro.
You said 18-year-old that could be a grandma.
Man, hey, bro.
Damn.
Motherfuckers out here doing heinous shit.
Damn, boy.
Listen, the funny part is people act like we don't live in a fucked up world, bro. It's fucked up shit out
Right. Yeah, yeah,
here. I
yeah.
be seeing on the internet all kind of shit that you would never think is true. Stories about how these motherfuckers and this kid and she was 11 when she had kids and and I'm like, what?
Those used to be very rare type of shit.
They you
That used
see
to be like Guinness
days,
World Record, like back
back
in
in the
the
days, it was,
yeah,
but now it's just like anywhere you go, it's some kind of wild, crazy
in
topic
each
about
city.
some wild, crazy shit.
Yeah,
But this is why people get censorship,
right,
but we don't want censorship. We want everything now. But a lot of people can't handle sensory overload,
right.
and that matters to people. People can pretend like it don't matter.
Mm.
Depending on your personality, especially if you're a social media junkie, like if that's what you really
They
know,
live on social
especially
media now.
especially it is worse for people who have eyes on them. If you got a constant stream of like every time you get on, you can get 1,000 people, 100,000 people. You
Let me
have to
ask you this
live up.
though.
You got to live up to the expectations of what people want from you every day of your life.
Right.
But go ahead. What you was going to say?
Let me ask you this though. Who you think had as growing up, right? Who you think had it harder? Like I say mentally harder, right?
Mentally,
Growing up like the day when we grew up before social media or growing up during social media?
I guess you could say they did because a lot of shit that we didn't have social media, so we a lot of shit we didn't know. You just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like, I guess that's the easiest way I can explain. What you didn't know, you didn't know, and
Right.
it wasn't no way to just go somewhere and get know
Yeah.
because you wouldn't even know that shit was happening
There
because
were
we didn't
limits.
have
There were
we
limits.
didn't have internet and stuff like that. I come from an era before when the computer first started getting popular. You could have
Yeah. When
you
motherfucker
know
didn't have computers like that.
where we didn't have cell. Yeah, the only time you had a computer is when you went to school or some institution or something.
Or you got a rich auntie or some shit. Some auntie with
Yeah,
some
bro.
money or
So
some
what I'm
shit.
saying is, when we grew up, if if you didn't know what was going on with your family in Pennsylvania, if you had family in Pennsylvania, if y'all didn't talk all the time,
Right.
but you got
Exactly.
to realize we come from an era when you before cell phones and you had to go to pay
Hmm.
phones. I'm just saying.
That's true.
So
I remember no 25. What's it called now to make a call? I remember it was it used to be
I don't
25
even
cents.
think cell phones. I mean, I don't even think pay phones exist nowhere. I think they cut them
Yeah.
all down and shit because you can't
Hmm.
go to a payphone no more and just put
But could you
25 and then
imagine? Oh, wait.
go ahead. Could I
Yeah,
imagine what?
but could you imagine? I kind of look at it this way, right? Could you imagine having cell phone back when we was in high school and middle schools or whatever, right?
Man,
Cause you
nigga, we would have,
think but motherfucker, you get their ass whooping whatever they got recorded and shit.
bro.
Some of your most embarrassing school moments is on the internet for the world to see.
Yeah, but
I
we would
kind
have
of I
did.
kind of get it with some motherfucker like,
I think we would have
but
did exactly what this younger generation did. We would have been out there doing wild shit, recording.
I think your microphone going in and out
If
or
we
kind of low
knew,
maybe.
if we knew, like if we had, because I'm thinking about it, if we had the technology, if we was far along with technology as they have now, would we been different?
Right.
I don't think so.
Mm.
We would have
I
had
think so, bro.
motherfuckers. You would have had
You gotta
motherfuckers.
remember though. You gotta remember back when we was in school, right? Back when we were in school, right? Like your most like we have some embarrassing shit that goes on in school, right? Probably some people get in school, right? Imagine it was word of mouth. It was already hard enough murder, word of mouth and shit go around, right? Imagine
Yeah,
it being recorded on the internet for everybody to see, right? As you go through it, like you know what I'm saying, just the normal type of shit that goes on, motherfucker recorded. Everything is recorded. Everything you do is recorded. So you're not reliving it just during that time. Now, not just the people that was there in that moment can see and view what happened. Now the whole world seeing it. Cause you can lie, cause long shit you might have be like, nah, they never had that mother didn't do that, all that. You know, they didn't do that to me. I did this right here. Now you can't even deny. You can't even lie about it. It
hey,
can't be like his or her
yeah.
story.
I feel you. I feel you. I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying, and what I'm saying is, it's always gonna be a nigga that's gonna do some silly shit. Even in
Mm,
our time, we done had some nigga that's gonna do some silly shit that just not. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I know there's gonna be somebody that does the same shit that they doing. We would have did because
right.
we probably would have shamed them way longer because back then shaming was not. You know you could bully and shame people back in our day.
Come back then. Think about it, kids. Come back then when you can do that. Imagine you getting in person, then you get it online. Cause now you
Yeah.
look online, motherfucker that don't know nothing about you on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
But
So imagine you don't just get it at school. You finished, you made it through school. Now you back at home, you go online, you getting that shit again. Motherfucker still on there. Oh yeah, motherfucker got his ass. And that mother got ass whooped so bad he shit or something.
Yeah, bro. Oh man, you a funny nigga, but
That'll be
nah, but
crazy,
I
man,
just
to
feel,
relive that shit.
yeah, I just feel like, yeah, we did come from an area where we definitely don't tell on ourselves. Um, I think that, but that's why their generation are making so much more money than us. Casanet, all these young people who make because them motherfuckers take off with that shit. Fuck what you think, man. I'm gonna do this shit and I'm gonna do this kind of shit because
Right.
now they getting
They're
rich. Now
committed to it.
streamers, think about it. Streamers are getting talked about like movie stars
Like rappers.
and rappers and stuff. They
Yeah.
did that. These are kids, bro. These are young people, bro. Saluting them that they took advantage of the situation and got them youngs, nigga. They up there.
Exactly.
They get to
And
pull up
millions.
Phantom and all them niggas doing something that they love to do though, nigga. These was
Mhm.
niggas that just love playing games, being cool niggas. And I think it's such a beautiful story. And this is why I know they're gonna be billionaires, bro, because it's a story of how niggas came from different places, all men, bro, all young black men, we just and we finna do this, bro, and we finna become millionaires and billionaires, bro. Doing shit that niggas do all the time, play the game. Where they used to shame niggas for playing and watching anime and being like that, bro. So I'm very proud of them.
It's a new era coming, man. It's a new
Very
era
proud
here.
of them niggas, bro.
Yeah.
Do that shit, bro, because it's just showing, bro, that like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, bro, we had nerds that did the same thing. It could have been something like, I feel like you got people who gonna always be different.
And
willing
think
to
about it,
take
what they've been
changes,
saying,
take
right?
chances.
Yeah. And what they've been saying, like streamers and whatnot, they're coming to rappers now. They're more popular than the rapper. Did
Yeah,
you
that's
see
what I'm
that
saying. Yeah, they more popular
that
than
clip
rappers,
with
bro.
Wale and the Casanat?
Oh, when
Where
he got mad that he didn't know who he was.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
That
crazy.
is crazy, man.
That's
You can't
crazy,
get
Wale.
mad because here's a young buck also, right? But you can't
But-
get mad, motherfucker. Don't know you.
But
man, like,
first of all, Wale, bro. First of all, calm
you gotta
down,
get all this
my
emotion.
nigga. Stop that. Yeah, that's just being. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
But he always been an emotional guy, though.
No, and I was just about to say that he has
always
always
been emotional
been
nigga.
very from DC, very emotional nigga, and I get it when it comes to the rap.
I don't.
'Cause
What made it even worse when you went and
But
readdressed it.
this whole thing trying to make it seem like a nigga gotta know who you is just because they
Yeah.
gotta know who you
It's
is.
that
is
rap
crazy,
shit. It's
bro.
that fake rap shit.
Yeah, come on, bro. Cut that out, bro. You don't come around me, bro. That's the kind of nigga don't come around me, bro. Cause you
Yeah.
like unless they was just joking and that's being them silly and that was all playing. But for him to just come do that shit is weird as shit, bro. Come on, bro. You ain't got nothing better.
And
else
then
to
you
do
got
all-
motherfucker Corey like, oh, you got me looking crazy. No, you got yourself looking even
You got
crazier
yourself
now.
looking crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You could just took that leg out here and okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you on CD or some shit.
You could have just came over and introduced yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, bro, introduce yourself again, bro. It's okay.
Yeah.
I be
You know
like,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
man, it's me, Wale. What's up? Oh, what's up? Well, I know you, bro. What's up? What's good with you? You know what I'm saying? He out there trying to make it seem like, nigga, you supposed
like,
you know who I
how
am.
motherfucker be. Even can't be like that, even like locally, man. You know, like even locally in your local neighborhood, it be motherfucker that known and walk around like motherfuckers should know them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But let that nigga have his fans and people who fuck with. Like, this ain't about you, Wale. This is what I felt. I just felt like, Wale, this shit ain't even about you, nigga. Like you, this when you decide to have this conversation. You could have had this conversation.
This is what you want to be on the social media about today. This is what you want to be trending about today.
Yeah, the man first time being asked to come and you want to come in and be the one nigga that come in and be.
And thing about it, what I expect about it, he was like, yeah, okay, my bad. He probably still don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Hey, he probably still like, who the fuck is this nigga? Probably didn't remember any first.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about? But that's what I'm saying. But it could have been like, I don't know, bro. Niggas is weird, bro. But it's
motherfucker
like
just want a moment, man. Motherfucker just
you could you could be cool and still do lame shit. That was like, what the fuck are we talking about right now, nigga? That's what I told him. I'm like, he was like, yeah, like, I'm like, I'd have been like, I'd have looked at that nigga like, bro, what the fuck is you? What are we talking about right now? At this point, this is the conversation. Like, whether or not I know you,
Mm-hmm.
You act like I said something bad about you or something.
Exactly.
You act like I'm over here talking about you.
You know, like oh, it's trash. This that boy out there don't know this guy, and you were oh, you got me looking crazy. No, you just look like a
Maybe,
motherfucker. You looking crazy now. Before you just
yeah.
a motherfucker you
But
didn't know.
listen, just because I know you, this is weird. Maybe this is weird to me. Just
Yeah,
because I know you, don't mean that every time I'm in front of a camera, I have to let people know I know you. Like, you know what I'm
like
saying?
even then, but the case when it comes to case like the motherfucker literally just don't know your ass.
Yeah, exactly. They
Cause
really
even
just don't know
motherfuckers
you.
like
Yeah.
motherfuckers say even like a Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? She even introduced herself to motherfucker. That clearly motherfucker know what that
Because I
is.
don't know you, nigga. Like we know, I
Cause
know of
motherfuckers
you. I
on
know
Beyonce
who
blah
you
blah.
are, but I don't
But
know
nigga,
you.
you Wale, you well.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let you do my dog like that now. A nigga Wale, nice man,
Hey,
penmanship, bro.
hey, it was in the
We're
chat.
not gonna do the
Hey, he
slander.
kind of said, who that Wally? He called that nigga Wally.
We're not gonna do that. But dog,
Hey, I fuck with Wale though, man.
Wale
I fuck with
music,
Wale.
yeah, that nigga.
After that, I like that. Let me pop in my that ambition, man. I wanted to hear some Wale
ambition,
after that.
that ambitions,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man, I fuck with
that
it.
shit was a classic album, dog. When that time came out, it was a classic album. Still is a classic.
I fuck with Wale. I fuck with Wale. But the way he did was just weird to me,
But
especially him
some
being
motherfucker, that's why it's good sometimes not to meet some celebrities and shit, man.
facts. Everybody, yeah, because everybody just some people just trying to be viral, but
But
because
some
we
motherfuckers
that's
just
but that's the world we live in too. We live in we live in a space where viral moments can get you $1 million deals. Look at the chick, the Hawk 2 chick. This was
she
just
fucked that up though.
listen, but yeah, she fucked, bro.
But do you know it's a new hot tour, right? My bad, cause
Yeah,
y'all, it's a new hot tour as well, though, right?
okay.
A motherfucker that be dancing to that foot boots on the ground. The motherfucker that be
Oh, the little
dancing.
white chick that be
He a
dancing in the
white chick got a little
like she
rhythm.
in Texas. Yeah, she no, yeah. I
Yes.
seen her. I seen her. And
She look nice
her
though.
black friend be dancing with her. Yeah. And they always at like a gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen
I
that. Yeah,
said,
she
he was
definitely.
at a gas station.
So they don't always be at the gas station.
Oh shit! But my
Man,
SL was the show motherfucker that get popular off of anything, bro.
but that's
One
what I'm
motherfucker for
saying.
saying hot tour,
Viral
she
moments.
got like almost
Yeah,
millions.
viral
The other
moments. You
mother
could
got
get millions.
show on the road for dancing and shit, for
Think
having
about that.
rhythm.
They got that. They could, and because, like I said, because of the opportunities that's tied to you, that
Yeah.
companies will have invest in you just so you can have a brand when you speak. Like that chick said, she was like when they started telling her about that meme club, she ain't know nothing.
Mm.
She just, she
She
done got
claims she
her
don't know
agent.
nothing.
She just got agent. Yeah, she claims she don't know, but she just got an
Yeah.
agent. But but that's what it is. But like it's a get rich quick kind of world.
The motherfucker gonna use you
Scamming
so
is
they can
real.
get rich off you.
Yeah, scamming gonna be real. You know how? But like people act like this shit ain't been happening. You
Right.
know, back in the days. I mean, if you watch movies or ever seen any kind of TV, they got girls with big strings. They try to run the Holloway. They get kidnapped by some nigga. That's in there. They sold off like in Taken. I mean, like in Taken, the movie with what's the name? We got to get his daughter back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit been happening.
But it's crazy though, man. But it's where how money just flows around like that. And like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But shit, man. I'm like, let me get one of them. Let me get a couple of dollars. Let me get some of that. Get in on some of them hot tours and shit. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the future. Like this is the future. Like we getting to the point where everything's gonna be through streaming and doing. It's just gonna be regular TV.
So my homeboy hit me up trying to get some new crypto to get on.
Oh yeah.
I was like, shit, be easy to hop on a podcast. Now I tell you, man, for me going back and forth, I gotta think and read and look at this with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shit's still the same. The plan's still the same. The crypto's still the same. You get more of it. The plan ain't changed. Get more of it. Buying this dip, get more of that shit. When it get red, when you get ready to sell and this shit freaking you out, buy even more. The scarier it get, the more you buy. Yeah, it's like I've been trying to think, man. I ain't been really cause it been kind of going down lately with it. I don't really look at it that much besides if I'm getting more or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's time to get that shit. That shit ain't like with someone it ain't really dropping that much. But it's a good time to drop. Good time to buy. But I'm mad that I ain't get into that. I try to get into that Circle, right? So Circle is the company that dropped the that has the stable coin, USDC stable coin, whatever, right? And it came out, it was like it had like a pre-IPO, whatever, IPO, whatever, right? And like I got in, I tried to get like 10 on for like it was like $30, $31, whatever, right? Then that shit went up to 41. But even before it released, cause like when the market opened, that when it shut up. So on Robinhood, whatever, right? It had like a 31 between 31 and 41. I'm up here trying to do the mill as I always do. Then went to 41, okay, went to 51, then it went to 61. Then that shit opened at 61. Like shit, I ain't finna get probably too hot now. That thing, you know, that shit went to 100, 120. That shit like that fucking where that bitch at right now? So that motherfucker right now, nigga. Last time I looked, that shit was at hold on, man. Kind of trying to hard. I mean, so right now that motherfucker at so it came out like $60, nigga. Right now that shit is 245. I was sick. I like fuck why I ain't get. I should. That's one thing I should have chased. That's one time I should have chased that motherfucker. Cause I was going in. It was when it came out. It was at 60 when I was going in trying to get that motherfucker. Now that shit at 245, and it got options attached to it. So motherfucker been eating good off that motherfucker. Ugh. Hit that push of teeth. Ugh. But yeah, man. It been
Never know
slow.
what it's gonna do though.
Yeah.
That's what you got
But let's look at some video. I bet I gotta get to some of the video. Man. I got one of your video I've been meaning to get to, man.
yeah.
I tried to get on. I had some saved on the TikTok one, but that motherfucker I can't find it more. They rearranged it. Their setting, you know how they update the settings and shit, and then like it ain't where you put it at. So now, now you ain't got time to find that motherfucker. But yeah, man, I don't know who this chick is.
Is their body. You empty. If all you have the offer, that's prostitution.
Man,
if you get it after a meal, it's straight up prostitution. I don't know if I could say that, but I said it and I meant it and I said it from my chest.
I said, man, social media is.
If all you want is what a man could do from you, yeah. If all you want is what a man could do for you, if all you want is the dating experience, get it how you live it, boo. But we all know it's a transaction. There's nothing wrong with that. But also, you know what? I don't care about the lifestyle. I care about the entrepreneurial young women that are looking up to these girls, and the Chanel shoes and the Bentley trucks and I have a lot of those things. However, I have real businesses. They laying on their backs, acting like they're entrepreneurs, and that's my
tuning
struggle.
it up.
I'm just, yeah, you know,
throwing it back.
You know. Is that? I don't know if that's too honest. I don't know. Is that too honest?
No, I literally was telling one of my friends.
These women are brokies.
Yeah, man. They don't sound like nothing that we ain't already said before and don't already know.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
But yeah, that's just
smart,
clarifying what's already been said, man.
Yeah, she's a smart woman, man. She understands that this is a wave and this is a truth and a way of life, and she can, because there's some women that do understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of them are gonna be outspoken as that young lady is right there.
Cause she knows she's gonna get crucified.
Yeah.
If you check I ain't look at the comments. If you check in that comments, I guarantee you she getting lit up by black, a lot of female
So
tanner ass
that's
up
what I was
right
just
now.
about to say. You got to be strong. If you're gonna say your honest opinion on social media, you got to be strong enough to take backlash. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be ready for somebody not to agree with your
For the comeback, for the blowback.
yeah. You got to. Like people got opinions, especially when you put it on social media. They gonna want to say what they say, especially
Yeah.
if they believe in what
But
they
that's facts. Everybody know that. Everybody know that you're not an entrepreneur. You getting smashed when you taking it. When you anytime you show. I had one. I think I posted on my personal IG or whatever, right? And this motherfucker said, we know like anytime that you show that you're on a vacation, you out to eat at the nice expensive restaurant, and you don't show none of your homegirls with you, you just show yourself, you know it's a nigga with you. We know female is not finna go on the first time expensive adventure by themselves and pay for it themselves. Either they gonna partner up and split it with their homegirls, or they gonna get them a dummy that gonna sponsor it all.
dummy.
So we know you're not by yourself. Like you taking it, you at this fine dining, yeah. Go on, show the bro some love, man. Put him on the internet. Let them see who he is. You know what I'm saying? And think about it though.
The world
If
deserves
they
to know.
say what?
I said the world deserves to know
Exactly.
who
But
that
then you know
man
what
is that's
though?
taking you over there.
It's two
Yeah.
factors with that, right? It's one they don't want to show because they like, oh, I want to show it, get bad of the motherfucker that paying for all this. And the second one is if another motherfucker, as she say, brokey chick or whatever, see that, oh, I'm gonna slide hit them as well. Cause if he good enough for her, he good enough for me. And he paying the bill. Oh, I can definitely get that. So they know, oh, he gonna mess up the plug. Now he gonna have, if they ever show that, it gonna be a bunch of bitches hitting his DM up. I never understand why you, if that's your type. Oh, that's your type. I didn't know that's your type. I didn't know you like this type of girl. That's how they started off with. I didn't know you like that type of girl. Okay, that's what you like. Yeah. And there's another reason because they know how each other. They know how they friends is and all that shit. That's
Yeah.
why they hide they dudes and all this shit. Cause for one, they hide them because if they out, especially out there in these streets. If they holding these streets, they hide them because they know they friend gonna expose and let them know, oh, why you with this chick? And another one they know they'll come and try to snatch it, take them from them. So they being protective of it. But after so long, we already know. I already know you game. We already know your game plan. We all seen it before. We already know. We just don't care, so man. We just really don't care.
We all seen it before.
We'll see him
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You trying to smash another cat or what? Dudes get to a spot, they shoot they shot, and hey,
I mean, motherfuckers gonna do it. Like I said, you got people. Like, you ain't gonna stop niggas from being niggas, just like you ain't gonna stop bitches from being bitches, hoes from being hoes.
yeah, it definitely ain't gonna stop motherfuckers shooting they shot.
Motherfucker, I mean, motherfuckers gonna always choose the easier route. I feel like if they're a woman, if there's an easier route to get somewhere, they gonna take it. Plain and simple. I don't think nobody, because no woman can really withstand fucked up shit like that because they already feel like they've been oppressed. You know what I'm saying? They already need to break out. It's they time to be able to break the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, I just said that's just how I feel like they feel like you ain't gonna stop that shit. They got something to say and this. You already know, bro. So you just gotta let them have it, and I be letting them have it.
Let them do their thing and hang with what they call sugar daddy. They don't know what they call them now.
Look,
they hang with the mother.
I got money.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
But you see what Melissa Ford did to DDG, like when she
what she do to him?
Like she had said that no matter what, she's gonna take what's her name, Holly's side.
What's her name? What's her name? Halle Berry, his
baby mama. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how bitches are. When they turn a
Like, she
bitch
gonna take
say
her
there's a
side.
girls, that means she
But
full of that shit.
but listen to this, like, and I want people to, like, listen. This is what she said, and think about it. She said because she had trauma, she's been in there before. She's done had that trauma, so she's allowed to say fuck what's right or wrong because I have been traumatized too. Listen, fuck right or wrong.
Right.
I've been hurt before, like she's been hurt before. So
Yeah.
now all common sense is out the door. And I'm gonna go cradle this girl. And I'm gonna love her in her. I'm not saying she right or wrong or not, but to say that you're gonna ignore the truth is crazy to me, man. I'm like, this is it, but
No,
this is what I
nigga,
say.
she wrong, nigga.
No,
I don't
and
give a
this is
fuck how you
this is
feel.
the logic of women. Because like I said, they base
Yeah.
everything off emotion and how they
Right.
feel. Because
Yeah.
she said it and she proud of it. I remember when they went back to circle back to it. Because one of the dudes was like, "Oh, I wasn't here, and I wanted to ask you this question." She was like, "Oh, this." And I'm just saying that I'm standing with Halle. I'm like, bro, it goes back to what you said, Bo. Women do not give a fuck about niggas, bro. They don't give a fuck about the male species at all, bro. You can't convince this motherfucker to give a fuck about a motherfucker, bro. Cause somebody has hurt her so much to now it's just fuck him. She just like fuck that nigga. I'm like, damn, bro.
The fact
Truth
that
don't
like
matter.
you gonna throw all common sense out the window cause you been hurt, then that goes
Yeah,
true
that's
what
what
we
I'm
all
saying.
been
That's the
saying.
weird
Like,
part. You were like, oh, I just cause I've been hurt. I just like what? This ain't even got nothing to do with you, but you want to give your unending support, whether it's right. Like you still got issues you ain't had resolved.
nah, you need to exactly
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you
If
need
you
to.
gonna say, oh, I've been hurt, so I agree with her.
Yeah.
They always see themselves and the bitch that be doing the fucked up shit.
Yeah.
That's why they always stand by these motherfuckers. That's why they always stand by these bitches. Cause they see they self in the fucked up shit that the bitches are doing. And when it come to anything with a man, when they say them a girl, that means they are Melissa Ford type. No matter what the fuck she do, she signed with this bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I respect
No matter
it, though.
what.
I would tell you crazy. I respect it because at the end of the day, she gonna be who she is. Like she letting you know. You can tell her but that's how because I'm gonna tell you what it is. She's being a real woman. Because any man who has been with a woman be telling her some real shit, she don't give a fuck about whether or not it makes sense. It's how we feel how I feel. You made me feel this way. You made me feel like you didn't care, even though you show me every day you care. You still made me not feel like you cared.
Yeah. And think about that's they my goodness. It get annoying when you logical, man. But once you just know how motherfuckers is and you just like whatever, that's how the bitch is. It's just how to move
But that's
around
what I'm
that
saying. But
way.
that's what most men do. It's
Exactly.
just like that's just how she is.
Yeah.
I know
And
how much not to push her so she don't fuck up my vibe. That's how a lot of you motherfuckers live.
Yeah.
I tolerate this person because I don't feel like going out trying to do this, and the other person don't feel like doing this.
And
So we just got to do this.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got a kid with each other, so they got to work it out because this bitch might put me on child support. This bitch might try to. Like, I'm just being real, nigga. A lot of you niggas just together just because. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
MB Beezy said, what can you say about women's instinct?
When it comes to what? Bullshit?
Yeah, anything in general, I guess. What did he say about women's instinct?
I don't know. You gotta ask.
Women instincts are mostly bullshit. Cause most of a woman instinct is based off feelings.
Now I'm gonna say this. Women instinct are used for the wrong reasons.
Say that one more time that you like, though.
Oh, I said women instincts are used for all the wrong reasons. So if they could be used for something actually resourceful, they don't, bro, because you too focused on the BS.
Cause they
Like
go
if
to the
you,
feelings. Yeah.
but this why I know that women's natural instinct ain't to be hustlers. You gotta most times a man has to teach a female how to be because her instincts lies in other things that don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the grand scheme of things, you like, yeah, that matters when it comes, and that's why I say women swear they got instincts or women's intuition, and they swear they know shit and they don't know shit. But that's why you always see it in the first 3 to 6 months is king this and king that. That year and a half later, 2 years is fuck that nigga. Da da da.
Yeah.
He never been nothing. He da da da. He used to do
He ain't
this.
shit. He never treated me right.
Heard it all before.
But the thing about it, I think women have the instinct, right? They have an instinct. I think that's a thing. They do have an instinct, right?
Yeah.
But they get deterred based off their feelings. They let their feelings overdrive the instinct.
Yeah.
They can know this right here, whatever. They may be right. But their emotion is what gonna throw it all the way over, right?
Yeah.
They could be on the right track. Oh, they right here to the point. Then they emotion kick in, skirt. They gonna bust a wild right.
It made me laugh thinking about it, dog. Cause it's literally like they can. This how they look at it, dog. They be like, "Hey, I could go over here, bro, and I can do what's right. We can snap together."
Yeah.
But that nigga tried me. I'm gonna go over here and fuck some shit up on this nigga. And they always go choose like, cause it's just what women. That's their instincts. Let me
Yeah.
do something because this nigga got me fucked up. I know that every woman has always been there. The motherfucker that got her fucked up. With her.
Yeah.
And that nigga got her fucked up to that point where they do some stupid shit, bro. That's what they instincts.
And they always do stupid shit because they always delusional anyway. They always in their little perfect bubble and delusional bubble as well, right? So they have the instinct. I think they do have an instinct. I know a woman, just like let's say you fucking know the bitch or whatever. A woman may have an instinct, know something ain't right, whatever, right?
Yeah.
It may have an instinct.
I'm-
But
all right, listen, wait. Go ahead. All right.
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll tell you something. I'm gonna say something.
Cause they had this instinct, right? They know they say, oh, this man cheating, whatever, right? It's motherfucker cheating. But their emotion is not gonna allow them to think straight.
Yeah.
So she can be right there, dead at it, but more gonna take over and like, no, you're wrong. So you know, as a man, you're like, no, that's not it. It's not this and that, whatever. They gonna think, oh, you fucking this motherfucking Subway that you get this fucking sandwich to me, blah, blah, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, what are you talking about? I know you did it because I got a feeling because I know you went there, blah, blah. Like, no, I'm not fucking the Subway. I'm fucking the Pizza Hut chick.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? Your instinct kicked in. Your instinct kicked in, but your emotion allowed you to go this direction with it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you can just control your hone in on your emotion, control your emotion, you would have been in the right direction. But you don't just like every chick, right? Every female, right?
You're a funny nigga.
They always create a fake scenario. No matter what you say. I can say, I'm not looking for someone right now. I'm just chilling. I'm out here live my single life and I'm not looking for nothing right now. What she heard that you don't give a fuck about women, she's not good enough for you. You don't think she's pretty enough for you, and you think you better than me. You said told her that she ain't shit, that she's a terrible mother, and she don't take care of her kid, and she ain't shit and need to lose weight. That's what the fuck you just told her.
Need to lose weight.
They ain't bad, like, yo, where do you get this from? So you heard all of that from that. That's why I always, right, when I do the receiver, the sender and receiver, the feedback, I do the communication, right? You know, try to learn in school, right? You got the sender and receiver, and for all you be having communication, you got to get that feedback. to let me know that you acknowledge you understand. I said, okay. What do you get? Now I gotta ask you a question. How do you get there? How do you come to that conclusion? So what did I say to make you feel is that what I meant? Why? And we know, as we talked before, right? If you ask a lot, if you ask enough whys, you will get to the bottom of the problem. You will get to the answer. Because they will take their emotion, fuck our logic, fuck everything, fuck our reality. This is what it is.
This is what it
and
is.
If you take
I
that
felt
bait,
this way before, so this is what it is. And I see, and this girl just said she felt this way too, so I know it's true. I only needed one other person, but I'm saying, and I'm not saying that people haven't been abused and they shouldn't have people on their side and to come to their side. But you don't gotta have blind faith in it now. You don't just be in there like. That's what I'm saying. Women don't know how to give somebody love and still let them know they wrong. And that's crazy because these are the people who've been put in charge of your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this person is somebody that I don't know if she got kids or not. I don't know. Maybe she don't have kids because maybe she.
Hey, we'll give her kids tonight. Tonight she have a son, little Jerome Jr. That's her world. And he dressed the little nigga up like her baby dad every day. Hoping he should come back to him. He got a whole another family on the east side, across the tracks in Jacksonville. But she dressed up every Sunday. You know your daddy gonna come pick you up. So she gonna put on her sexy dress and whatever and get ready, put on some of the lotion with sparkles in it so her skin can glow and get her hair down and stuff. And you know, just for her to allow her baby dad to come pick up his son with her. So she gonna show him what he missing. And if that don't work, she just gonna start some shit and keep the child. Hey, that's the lifestyle, man. That's what motherfucker gotta deal with, man. But they also some nice women. There's some beautiful women that like they understand that women are fucked up. And that's the know attractive is a woman that know like, yeah, women fucked up. And they like, oh no, she know what the fuck she doing. She playing naive. Don't let her play naive.
Well, yeah, women, I feel say women just pretend like because think about it. How many times you done met a woman and she done said you ask her, oh, she got any female friends? And she like, no, she only hang around niggas.
Always.
That's how you know women be knowing that women are fucked up. That's why
but as soon as they say ladies' night,
they find some
every story.
But that's because they find some work friends or you know.
They always have friends. I think your mic went out or in and out.
Nah, I'm just saying, you know, they it don't take much for them to go out with somebody. Women are followers, so it doesn't take that much to get her to follow somebody to go do some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what women do. They follow trends. They follow what. So if they have a dominant friend in their friend group, they'll follow. If they got a person who make decisions and do it, you know, that's how women friendships are built.
Yeah. And that's just, and that's all I realized, like, well, not really, I already know, like, they always gonna have somebody they cause anybody gotta realize as well, they master manipulating finesse, right? So of course they gonna have some type of group of friends that they can call on when they done, when they just broke up, they can call on like, hey, let's girls' night or whatever. Exactly. They all gonna have a group of friends they can call and use to be in VIP and be seen by other niggas. Just if you think that she gonna have other niggas lined up to that she can go with to after she done with you, of course she gonna have other female friends as well once she ready to live a single life. She just, you're thinking about it. If she don't have any other friends, she don't even have. That means she don't have other friends for you to be around. Cause if you be around her friends, they gonna expose who she is.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a type of motherfucker that freelance, carefree, they say not so insecure, whatever, then you can introduce her to a friend because she able to do what the fuck she want to. And she can show you off and doing it, show how she can do what the fuck she want to. But if you allow pressure and don't allow the bullshit and hold accountability to the table, she probably not gonna have around her other friend because for one, they're gonna expose who she is. And for two, she don't want them to see how you got her, you know what I'm saying, held to the table and shit. Cause they used to this wild and free, you know what I'm saying? But she with you, they see that's chained and locked up as a slave or whatever, right? So she don't want to be seen by her friends as the domestic person.
Yeah, you don't.
She don't want to be seen as domestic.
Yeah.
She still want to have that look that she wild and free.
Yeah.
She the life of the party.
Yeah, that she been betraying.
Yeah.
I mean, but I thought that was the whole thing. She was untamed until she found somebody that could tame her. And then the girl's supposed to salute her for that shit.
These bitches don't want the motherfucker to be tame. They don't give a fuck about being tame. Fuck that. These bitches single, so they want you single. And what the other bitch would do, they keep them single till they get in a relationship, right? So once they get in a relationship, they got you single now. Now soon she don't got done with you, broke up with you. Now she back in the street like, hey girl, let's go through this. Girl, I'm with my man and I can't go. And now she out there looking stupid because she never did the same to them, right? She never told them I'm with my man, I can't blah blah whatever, right? She more like, oh, my man tripping, whatever, or she gonna find a way to go out or whatever, right? These bitches don't have no loyalty to each other. They know each other, they snakes. They don't give a fuck about each other. They use each other. I'm out with old girl, right? There we go. And she will this what like irks me. Like her best friend, roommate, best friend, like she complaining like, oh, she had me wear this dress that didn't look good on me. And they met with the other friend. The other friend told her, girl, that dress don't look good on you. That you should have wore something else, whatever. And she like, oh, my best friend told me it looked good on me because you were chair, blah, blah. Well, why didn't you listen to her? You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you went with that, why is you asking the other chick how you look or whatever? You ain't got enough confidence in yourself to dress yourself.
Yeah, you don't got enough confidence to look in the mirror and know whether you like something
look
or not.
Good or not. And think about it, they don't though. That's why they always need reassurance. That's why they always need that validation. Cause they don't know what the fuck they is. Cause they be confused as hell. Cause motherfucker be telling they this and this all their whole life to get what they can get out of them. So they don't know what's true or not. So these motherfuckers confused. They friend lied to them. The friend lied to them so they can look better than them. Niggas lied to them so they can get some ass. Everybody just lying to them so she don't know what to believe.
It's a cold world out here, man.
It's a cold world, bro.
It's a cold world out here, bro. Everybody getting lied to.
Everybody. I know it's true.
Yeah.
I know
Everybody
it's true.
getting lied to. That's the truth. Like it's hard, bro. But you know, I mean, but that's why, and this is just, if you're going by what you're saying, you should genuinely get with people for that genuine reason.
Right.
Because of how, you know how fucked up it is out here.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how quickly some people thrive in chaos. You know what I'm saying? Some people just live in chaos. They can thrive.
Right.
Some people can't. And if you're not a person who can't thrive in chaos, bro, you try to keep your best not to be, anywhere near. And that's how I look at just people in general. People
right.
Be in that, and people who pay to have motherfuckers they space away from people not be up because they don't want to live in the chaos of being.
And thing about it is, right, they never gonna be faithful to each other. They never gonna be friend with each other, right? They all using each other as props. So they can all look cool at the bad bitch click or whatever, right? They never real friends, right? The real friend, they not gonna be in probably the same level. They probably not gonna be into the same type of shit or whatever. Cause if you're into the same type of shit, that's competition. If you like the same type of nigga I like, you're competition. So when y'all go out, go in VIP, y'all seeking the same attention from the same type of dudes. So of course I want to be one up on you. If I think you look fat in this dress, oh girl, you look good in that. That's the type of way women are. From my
psychological warfare that women do though.
exactly.
Yeah,
And my
psychological
experience from
warfare.
being from liking women all my life or whatever, right? And that's what I experienced. That's why I observe, man. When I see women in their acts, I like to watch shit, right? I've been watching this one cat, right? He just been popping up on my feed, whatever, right? His name King Great 6'8", King 6'8", the Great, something like that. He's like a 6'8" nigga with braids and shit, right? The nigga, he like live in Miami. The nigga go post up outside and bitches come and pull him. Cause they see he be in gym whatever too, right? But they see he a tall motherfucker. They know he gotta have play ball or
Yeah.
something. They just see a big tall motherfucker and they come to him. He just record. He got him a cameraman that record that shit,
Yeah,
right?
I think I done
And
seen
you
that shit
see,
before.
I like to watch. I like to see females in a natural habit, whatever,
Natural
right?
habit. Yeah.
When they're into you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You already know how they
Yeah.
is when you into them. Now when they into you, how
Yeah.
they react. Cause when they into
Yeah.
you, I just watch this one. I wish I can play one of the video. I can analyze the whole thing, right? You got the group of chick, one of them go and talk to him. The other one sitting back in
Yeah.
the corner not saying much because she really want him. So she don't want to be
Yeah.
like the other one, show her cards or whatever. So she gonna play a
Yeah.
little hard to get so she can get more of attention, like cause she ain't paying attention, make it think like I don't really want you, even though I do want you. So I'm just play like I don't want
Yeah.
you, not really talk like that, whatever, right? But she eventually came to him and gave the number, whatever, right? So they
Yeah.
always they come to him, they give him the number, whatever. Then he'll like someone he don't even like have a conversation. She like, hey, you tall. Then he just do this. Hand me phone. They put it in the window, right? And thing about it is, he'll get one chick number and they'll see it and they'll come and holler to get the number. They ain't about it like female. Don't ever get dude, men. Don't ever think that female don't like you and you got multiple options and multiple bitches. Cause
Yeah.
they can see you, they see this cat pulling all these bitches right in front of them. And they don't
Yeah.
stop them from coming up. They coming up because they in their mind already think they better than them anyway. They're special. They
Yeah.
all special in their mind anyway. So they'll see that. They
Right.
come like, oh, I'm gonna get you my number.
I know I'm
I
better.
have
Yeah.
seen two of them, right? Two white chicks. One of them came up to him like, oh, she would start out talking with her, right? And the second one, she came in and took over the conversation and get more aggressive with her, touching on her and this net with her to show that she into him and took over the
Yeah.
conversation with her, right? So they'll cut each other, they'll cut each other throat to show to get what they want. They into competition.
Especially
But
in Miami, it's definitely
yeah,
you're in Miami.
yeah.
It's definitely how it is in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. That's Miami. Especially if you're on South Beach in that area. That's just yeah.
Yeah, he be outside the club, but I don't think he be going into the club. He go to like these two spots. He two spots as to go to, but most of the time he posts outside the club. He didn't go in there, motherfucker. He catch him on it, going in and coming out, whatever. He be posted up, creating content. Got a cameraman. They come through, and you can see he recording the face of the bitch that come through. All along, they always look up. Cause he's 6'8", so y'all really gonna get attention, whatever, right?
Yeah.
6'8" guy, Bill. So y'all already know they like he does something.
Yeah.
And they
He
come
gotta
through,
be
they look
something.
this, and they're like, it's the easy. He just sit there and easy with her, right? And it also show like how niggas is as well, right? You can see like nigga be like bitches sometime as well, right? So they'll see a nigga, I'm sure cause motherfucker witness this in real life, whatever, right? They'll see a
Yeah.
motherfucker that all the bitches showing attention to, and then they going, oh, what up, bro? What up, bro? And like connect with them, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shaking hands, I see you, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, you gonna give me this
Right.
assist or what, my nigga?
Yeah. And they had one cat. I seen one cat like, yeah, you seen it. Then he got the cat that brag on you to another mother. You ain't seen, yo, he be on YouTube, he getting all these bitches. He be getting all these bitches. Like, yo, chill. Man.
That nigga slick hating. That nigga slick hating on you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga get out of it.
And then after but he be cool with it, right? He keep on the conversation, whatever, like this net, whatever. Then anybody quit 5, 10, 15 seconds, like, okay, done talk, whatever. Then a lot of them be trying to hang around after that. Like after the conversation, though, then they'll just kind of like hang around part of the group to make it like, yeah, I'm with him, whatever. But they could be on some group of shit too.
Yeah, but
But
that's
it's
how
just
my
crazy to watch how motherfucker is in the element, man.
yeah, in the element down there, bro. It's sorry
But
for no
yeah, man, I need me a vacation. Man. I definitely need a vacation.
vacation is always
You
good.
know where I want to go though?
Where you trying to go?
I want to go to Bali. I've never been to
Oh yeah,
Bali.
I heard about it real nice.
I want to go one of them places where everybody walk around in bikinis and half naked and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been in the gym, worked out, and I come out there with my beer belly and all
Your
that
big
shit,
belly
and like,
body,
yeah,
your southern body.
exactly, man. I come out my well eating
Hey,
body and like, yeah, this is it.
yeah,
This is
that's
life.
what it's supposed to. That's how
This
you
is life.
supposed to be. Yeah, facts. I fucks
Yeah,
with it. Definitely,
exactly, man.
that's the good.
But yeah, man. You think do you think the era of relationship is a thing where motherfucker really will be everlasting? You think it's required these days a traditional relationship?
The traditional is it required?
You think
Um, I,
it's a thing now? You think it's a thing now? Do people really still believe in like a traditional relationship?
I think I think men are pushing back towards that. I think men are pushing towards it because women
I think your
are
mic going
pretending like.
in and out.
I say I think we pushing towards. I think we might be pushing
Toward what?
towards having more relationships. Like relationships keep
Mm,
going because I think people like relationships in general. They fantasize for those love stories and that
right.
I don't think we ever gonna lose people loving that kind of shit.
That people that love and love
Yeah, and
relationship.
just like the whole fantasy dream of that perfect life, like I don't think people are gonna come to reality. Like I think the
Yeah.
Matrix is so strong that no, it's not gonna be some weird swift where people disconnect from the bullshit. And
Right.
now it's like there's a whole bunch of people living in the logic, and then it's gonna be. I don't think so because, like I said, there's people are consuming it at a higher rate. It's not. We're not going away from it. We're not.
Right.
We're becoming more and more. We're giving more and more of it. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah. And I think the society kind of mold us into believing in that traditional type of love type thing, man. I
yeah.
don't
But it,
think all right.
I'm about to say, ain't that only like Western culture who believe in that anyway?
Yeah.
So it's not even something that everybody always been believing in. That's more Western culture that adopted
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Cause thing about it, you meet most of them like I think it's too many like if you have so many like let's say you got so many females, right? In this world, right? And they lonely. There's no man for them, right? I think it's only right for you to be the guy to like take one for the team. Be like, yo, instead of you being here lonely, I'm gonna make sure you're not lonely. I see you need a man in your life. I will be your man in your life. I see her need a man. I'm gonna be her man in life as well. So instead of y'all being lonely, I will be y'all man for you. As long as you stay qualified
fact.
and stay in your lane and know your duties. There you don't have to worry about loneliness. Cause most females don't care about you having other bitches. As
No, of
long
course
as
don't.
you
No.
taking care of the household.
Yeah, as long as you're taking care of them.
That's the
I think
main thing.
I think a little bit of jealousy kick in too if they start to feel like they're even with this person. Like if you're spending the same amount of time with one other person that you do with this person,
Right.
they can start to feel jealousy.
they can. And that's probably why you may want to keep them separated or put them in the same household. Cause main thing, a lot of people may feel a certain type of way, but the overall thing is you're surviving. Your bills are paid. Your bills are not due tomorrow.
I don't think traditional is impossible because I see you asking it too. I don't
Yeah.
think traditional is possible. I
So
think
do you think having a
and
traditional
see,
relationship is possible now?
yeah, I don't, and because that's the beauty of where we at now. You can be
Yeah.
whatever you want to be. You
Right.
just have to find the person who believes in the same quality, and that's the hard part.
Right.
But we make it harder by, like I said, when
Adding
you meet
constituent.
somebody, you do this whole guess who the fuck you are and give fake this and you pretending. You niggas don't really want to be with nobody, bruh. You just want the thrill of chasing and somebody beautiful, but like, cause why would you? I don't know. People are crazy, but why would you
Yeah.
sit there and do all that shit with somebody who you're trying to spend forever?
Right. People are
You could,
losing the point of it, man. They want to play
yeah, it's
all these
like
games because they seen Sally Sue
you
did
want to
it, and
look good. Yeah, if it say yeah, you want to look good for the gram. You want people to
yeah.
be inspired by your. You want to monetize your love somehow because you done seen people do. And now, if we like each other, we can look pretty. We can make it. If I get a lot
Say
of
that again.
views,
Say monetize your love. Explain that. Explain that.
well, you know. I mean, shit. It's simple as
Explain
like,
that. Explain the context of it. Monetize
okay,
like monetize
we
your love.
that's
What
what
context you going with that?
okay. This is what I feel like women content who make money evolve around. It evolves around doing. If I can, if I can, okay, all right. Let's say it like this. If I can I can make a lot of posts with a rich nigga, bro, doing rich nigga shit. Like you were saying
Right.
earlier, not having no kind of money, nothing. She can make that into something.
Mm.
As long as she looks good. Like if she's a pretty
So
and
long as she look good, she will be fun. Her love appeal will be funded
yeah, her
by
love
society.
appeal by society. By
Mm.
I mean, because like I said, they don't really have no hustle. Like they don't. A lot of these, if you think about it, most of these women when they try to get jobs or they try to start something, it's never nothing that's not already been done.
Right.
Like when it comes to originality, and I'm not saying that there's no originality in women. I'm just saying that don't be their goal. You know what I'm saying? They'll take what somebody else has paved the way to have, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
Right.
But because the value was something, I feel like women don't value love like how they portray
Mm.
how women are supposed to be portrayed as valuing love. You know what I'm saying? You know, because women love, like you said, women only love if they can get something out of it. No
They,
woman
they
just
they
loves
they love for survival.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They love for what they can get out of you. What can you do to keep them in the best
Mm.
surviving mode? You feel me?
Okay. Yeah. So I gotta monetize. When they monetize they love,
Mm-hmm.
basically for her love, you paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay a price for her love. If you want her to love you, that makes sense. Cause most female you talk to, when you say, they say, "Oh, you want me to cook and clean for you? You want
Yeah,
me to do this and be home and shut up, blah, talk back, this,
yeah.
that." You gotta
There's
do
a price
this,
to
and
it.
what the thing you have
Exactly.
to do
That's
gonna
what I'm
be, it
saying.
gonna cost.
It's gonna cost.
Yeah,
It's never love. It's just you gotta do this. Like you said, most niggas like if you look at any man podcast and you just see them talking about just if they really been in relationships and you see like what do they ask for their women? Sometimes it's when I'm on the game with my niggas, just give me like 2-3 hours. Sometimes give me a weekend to just lock in with them. Let me go
right.
hang with the boys for a little bit of time. It's never nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women would be like, "Oh, all he did was work.
Mm. I think,
Wasn't enough.
yeah.
It didn't
But
give me
they
enough
only
of this."
men like I think love, and the thing about it, society put it as love is like a woman thing. Women love this and that.
Of
Women all
course.
love each other. I think it's a man thing.
Of course.
Cause only men
Yeah.
be like they love what they do this for this and that. When it comes to woman loving, it's at a price. Like, okay, he do this. Now I can feel safe with him. Now I can love him. Now it's okay for me to love him. You gotta pay in advance for her love, quote unquote. Cause not real love. Her love is like it, I can't. What's the word to explain it, man? Her love is I feel like we said it before we talk about it. But love is something that a catering to the man, right?
Yeah.
She love you. She
Yeah.
used this love thing
It's one
for
of,
your
it's one of her
satisfaction.
ways to cater to you. Yeah, to the man.
And it's not the same love as man love. We have the love, traditional love that we believe that is love, right? Their love is
Yeah.
a tool. It's a tool for okay, let me give you this, let me show you this, and to get you to do this. They don't really have that type of love for a man. They don't see man as something that's lovable
Mhm.
unless he pay advance or pay a certain price. So with that said, they not really, they still, and even when you pay an advanced price, they still don't love you. They love what you can do for them.
I, and I feel like that's okay. Like that's what women do.
Exactly.
Like that's what
As
you
long
do.
as you know that.
So like exactly, and that's why I said I never. That's why I don't be like women. Like it's not even about being fooled by women. I just don't let women tell me anything. You know what I'm saying? You could try to fool me,
Right.
cool, but you can't get mad if I don't accept you trying to fool me.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm like that's what I'm saying. That's what's weird with people. It's like women, you could, and I. The one thing I know because I do it myself.
Yeah.
You could fool a lot of motherfuckers. You can't fool yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to sleep at night and you gotta sit there and know that you are whoever the fuck you is and whoever the
Right.
fuck you pretend to be, you know. And you know that there's people out there that you done open up to that know you, that done been around spots that know you.
Yeah.
And that's what's weird to me. Like people like ain't gotta pretend like it's people that know me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that people won't lie for likes and stuff, but I'm just saying you gotta just it's so weird with women because they don't know how to just be themselves, bro. Because they need other people's validation. And that's the one big difference between I think men and women. Like that shit is like it's almost they yearn for that shit and like they need that shit. Just people and niggas like men don't care. They make their validation. I am the validation. You know what I'm saying? So
And do you think I just thought about this, right? Do you think a woman always saying they need a man love, they need a man to love them, this, that? Not because they actually need your love, but they need to actually be able to control you through love. They want you to love, and they say they need your love so you can love them. Because they know men have a different type of love. So once
yeah,
you love, they need your love, not because they need to feel love, but they need you to love them so they can have that control of you. I have your love now. Now I can control the situation because I have your love.
yeah. A lot of
So
women,
we may be thinking, oh, she want my love, this and that, but no, she wants you to love so she can control you
yeah,
and control your emotions because they live in emotion. And
yeah,
now she got your love. Now she can control you and how you doing shit you don't normally do.
yeah. You got women that love power. They love to want to be dominant. You got women out there that's like that. You know, you got those women who really seek what men have and they feel like that's power and dominance. So when some women want to dominate a man, like they get off, you know, it's those kind of personalities. So a lot of women, because you got to think about it. Women, if you think about what is women always saying that the problem is that men don't care. They don't fight for them. So they feel like that if man did whatever they wanted, the world would be perfect. So pretty much they're saying that women should be in control and let us make
I
all
think
that shit.
your mic going out. Your mic like low
Oh,
or
my
fading.
fault.
Or something.
But like I said, they they live in a different. It's different, bro. It's different.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And that's how I just thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause we always been taught about a woman. We see women that's like that need love. I don't think they ever need love. We just think cause we categorize them as they always need a man love or whatever. I don't think that. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like they don't need. They're not the lovey-dovey type of motherfucker. That's just
no,
a tool that they use to manipulate and finesse the man.
yeah.
Cause that's their power.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? They power is not like cause they when they say a woman have control, right? You ever watch this show Animal Kingdom?
yeah,
You know and what's the name? I just watched it. What's the name? Smurf, right? The
yeah,
mom, right?
yeah.
You see how
And
she
she the
controlled
kingpin.
everybody?
Yeah, she is the kingpin. I was
Yeah.
just telling somebody about that show, telling them to go watch that shit because I
Yeah, I was just
love
watching it.
Animal
I
Kingdom.
watched it
I
before,
was
but I'm
like,
rewatching it
yeah,
and whatever.
yeah. I had been watching when it first came out, but I was telling one of my
Yeah.
homeboys, I was like, bro, you ain't never heard of Animal Kingdom? He was like, no. I was like, bro, you need to go. That shit, that used to be my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with that.
I
She
watch
acted
it.
her
I'm
ass
watching it
off
again.
in that series, bro.
Yeah, and think about
Yeah,
it. You
yeah.
see how
The
she
grandma.
control. She not. Think about it. Smurf is not no masculine person. She's not no loud spoken person. She never speak
Yeah,
loud, whatever. But
yeah,
so when you see some people say, "Oh, woman like control," they think of this masculine. No, it can be a small feminine thing that is have control. Cause you think about it, she embraced her femininity. She embraced her power. She embraced a woman that is in her. Cause you see every
yeah.
time they go out and do a job, they do a robbery, they come back with her, right? She have
Mm-hmm,
food prepared on the table. She
mm-hmm,
have food done. Then they fucking these hookers and all this shit in the pool, whatever. She provide the not even condom. I don't think they use condom that much,
mm-hmm.
but she provide the space or whatever, right?
Yeah,
She
she was
provide
like,
the
yeah, yeah. She
alcohol and
let
all
them,
this shit,
she
right?
let them be who they was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And when they get beside themselves, what she do? She go to
yeah.
another one. They put them against each other. You know he's always been jealous of you. Like she used that. You know what I'm saying? That's how
She was,
that's the
she was,
mastermind of a woman.
she did that shit in that fucking show, bro. She was manipulative as fuck. She was doing that shit to him because they loved her, they grandma, but she was she was real in that game for so long too, though.
Exactly. And
So
you
she an
realize
OG.
it once you, 'cause I'm going through
She had been in that
the
for so
I'm
long.
going through the show where I'm going through the part where they showing her lifestyle, whatever. And what
Yeah,
she's doing is like her mom did to her. Her
yeah.
mom used to sell her. And now she already in that life. She was in that lifestyle since she was smaller, right? She
That's
grew
what
into
I'm
that
saying.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
And then when she was on her own, she learned to be able to learn about herself, to be able to put herself in a better position, how to adapt, how to
hmm,
use her femininity to adapt. She don't try to be with the boys, whatever. She use what she has, right? I was just watching the scene where she was with one dude or whatever, right? I would analyze whatever, and I seen
hmm,
like how she had this guy and this one guy that couldn't stand her. This guy, he was kind of like the main guy that's like that what everybody need because he get shit popping, whatever, right? She with this one guy, and this guy right here didn't want her part of the group. So he was like up there, like, why is she here? She showing them blah blah. And I seen where she looking, and when she realized I gotta get him to put vouch for me to have me on this side. So
hmm,
she ended up fucking him.
yeah.
She ended up
That,
doing a job with her, get rid of car with her, whatever. They did a thing together. And I seen like
yeah.
I like,
Uh,
yo, this is I was just breaking it down, like, look, I know she finna do this and that, whatever. And she
yeah,
like, ha ha, like they had this moment where they tore up the car, whatever, and then they, you
yeah,
know how the white folks do, they lock eyes and kiss and shit, like, yeah.
yeah.
Now she with her now. But you see how she able to monkey branch to the next stronger thing.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
this
I know
right here,
that show
this
well.
show is all about a woman.
Yeah,
A manipulative
a
woman,
family.
man.
Yeah, they're fucking for living with her, and she being the kingpin of their little family cartel or mob
Yeah,
family or
man.
whatever we want to call it on the LA
And
coast.
they
Because I think it
can't
was
let
in
her
LA.
go.
I think it was like what it was in LA, the beach area or something like that. they was like been robbing banks and shit all over.
Yeah, they
social
were like in
media.
Oceanside or some shit like that.
Yeah, some shit like
I mean, but she
that. It was
did
my
some
show
fucked
back.
up shit though. As they
Oh
kids
no, she
know,
did
she
some fucked
probably
up. They all did some fucked up shit.
yeah.
Now.
She jerked them off as kids and shit, doing all them
Yeah,
crazy
she
shit.
did
So
some
she,
wild shit.
so
Yeah, I'm about to
they
say
all
she did.
fucked up in the head.
She was like a real like hardcore. Like I'm saying, she was deep in that shit for a long time.
Yeah.
So she ain't had that motherly love.
She
like how you would say
she
some
had
shit.
it when she needed it, right?
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And you notice, right? She do not like females, right?
yeah, she don't.
She do not like females. Any female come around that kind of challenge her authority, no matter one the girlfriend, they on it. She only allow them around for a certain time period, right?
Mm.
Once they start being in there, and once the son or whatever
She keep
start,
around to use them. Yeah.
exactly. If she can't use them, she get rid of them, motherfucker.
Yeah, she keep
Like,
around
or
to
if
use
they
them.
son start being more connected to that, she be all in their
Yeah.
business.
All
She's
in their
like,
business,
oh, time to get rid of the bitch.
Yeah, get
You
rid of
can't
her.
overthrow
she
my
got-
power. Because
Yeah,
she know the power
exactly.
of a woman.
Yeah.
Like this right here's a lesson. This is lesson about learning about women, bro. If y'all guys don't know about it, don't understand how women can
That is
manipulate and
a
finesse
lesson.
you watch this show, you can see it in action, bro. It's in action. It's nothing about animal. The animal kingdom is her. It's not none of the son, none of them. It's her. She's the animal kingdom. It's her kingdom. She's the animal in the kingdom. It's all about her, bro. You know what I'm saying? She the one to rule. She the threat him up. She the one with the power. She the one with the control. She the one that running shit. And she ain't lifting a finger.
And she always got some goddamn scheme going on, bro, between them niggas. Got some shit going on. And she been already doing.
It's crazy.
She pop up and say them because of her pull, because she who she is, and she been fucking that nigga since way back then. And then you get a backstory of back when she used to fuck with that nigga back. Yeah. No, it was like I said, bro, that's my shit. I used to love that shit, bro. I used to watch that shit.
Yeah, that shit. I'm still watching. I'm about to finish it up and shit.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, and I just watch it now. I just break it down because you know when you watch a series, sometimes you fall asleep and you ain't got time to go back and kind of like, oh shit, I get this story, whatever. But yeah, it definitely shows like how women manipulate dudes, manipulate man, right? That's what the whole show about.
Using them heartstrings too, because she was their grandparents, and she used to always use that shit to her advantage. Well, like, come on.
And they're like, yo, this is
especially
exactly,
with the grandson.
what
she used to always use that with the grandson. She was like,
yeah,
my grandson, you the only one you got to be able to take over because everybody else done failed.
Because he understood her. They didn't have to struggle. Even though they did fucked up shit, they never missed a meal. And she would say they never missed a meal, but the grandson, he missed a meal. He had a fucking crackheaded mama and shit, so he know how it is to struggle. So she know like he gonna look out for himself. He gonna make sure this right. I don't know how she got them fucked up kids that just can't get right, whatever. And
they grew up with it. It was already in the prime when they was getting that money, so they a little slimy, so they can make mistakes because they always was at the point where they can pay for them to, they was paying for them to get out of the shit, and they can just go do some shit, go kill some niggas and get rid of it whenever they got in trouble. But nobody was saving the grandson. He had to live and the crackhead to be fucked up, so he knew he had to get it himself.
And then
that's
and
why
he started at the
Yeah.
And I seen how he
rise in the ranks, and then he started doing it, balling out and taking over, and started running his own hits and taking over the business.
But he think about it though. He benefited from them as well, though.
Of course, they taught him shit as he was. They covered for him because he brought out the best in him because he was the grandson.
He had the
he
always had the brains.
He brought out the best.
And they brought out the survival part in him or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good show, man. It definitely show you how a woman is manipulative, a finesse queen.
It's definitely she did have
it. Yeah. But thing about it, with say what?
But that's what I'm finna say, bro. That's why I don't pretend like I don't know women. Women are just capable. Like women, I know it's cool to use the "woe is women" thing, but you kind of gave that up when you decided to be equals and you wanted to be like you can't use that.
They ain't one of your mics cutting out.
I'm like that. You can't use that anymore, man. When you decide that you want to be equal and you want shit to be equal, you can't then be like. You can't then be like, well, but listen, hey, we can't forget about this.
Right.
you equal, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? And that's why I said, who the fuck wants to be equal? I think I said this before on the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, I don't want to be equal with motherfuckers because that means you got to suffer with motherfuckers. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
just be equal. That's why you have statuses and hierarchies because people want to, and that's why I said people want to get to a point where they can separate themselves from common problems.
And I think with the show, female can learn things too as well, right? Cause
Of
female get
course.
bad but want to be equal and part of this net, whatever. You can watch a show to show you how to use your femininity and use the man for what the man does. Like
Yeah.
she never hopped in front out there myself. No, she when she do mommy things, she would do womanly things. When she go get grocery, go get the bags out the grocery. Go do this. She makes sure she used them for their manpower. Every job
Yeah.
she do, she was the brain. She go, I got this job, this, and that, whatever. This. Now they go and do that. She never overstepped her boundaries and show no type of masculinity. But what she did do and what she know is she know them. She got to know each one of them. She knew their strong points. She knew their weak points. She knew what would make them weak. She knew who would interfere with them, and she knew who would come in and challenge her authority over the guy. So by her knowing the man so well, she able to manipulate them better.
Mhm.
If she know that like the grandson, right? Oh, you doing it, you about your mom that blah blah. When she want to get more and finish, she'll talk about his mom. Yeah, we should have did more of this. Your mom, blah blah. But you this, you better than this. You do this. You can do more for this. That. She show a woman how you can be feminine, even if you use it for fucked up ways. At least you know how to treat a man and be in your feminine ways. Cause a woman have to outsmart a man because she can't outpower a man. Well, a lot of women these days get it fucked up thinking they can outpower a man. When you got these bitches that want to fight a motherfucker and think they can whoop a nigga ass, like, no. You win by being in your strong suit, which should be your femininity. But a lot of people, a lot of females don't have it anymore. They can say all this, even the one that say they have it, like they can say all this and that, but words and action. Men don't give a fuck about your words. We want to see action. Female don't give a fuck about your action. They want to hear the words.
Yeah.
They don't care if you say, they don't care if you show a person. If you show a female that you love them by doing this for them, taking care of this, they don't see that. But when you say the words, they want to hear that. They like the words. But they think it works in the reverse. It doesn't work in reverse. You can't just tell a guy this, this, this. We want to see action. We don't give a fuck about the word. Words don't mean shit.
Yeah. And I think women, their desire is constantly that their desire is like a butterfly. It's like always fluttering. So
Yeah.
it's like you can give her this desire at that moment, but that's just for that moment. That was a moment to her that she done mooned off on to the next thing that makes her heart flutter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you see these women and like, cause they, like I said, they live in fantasy worlds. That's why they love Alice in Wonderland, and they love these girls because they're these little princesses that had these big
Yeah.
dreams and ideas, and but the world is way crueler than the the stories in the movies show.
Right.
So I think when they chase these certain fairy tales and it's not what they think it was and it crush them, they just keep moving. They just like I gotta go find because that's what they been raised to kind of believe, man. So I think that's why women are constantly can't stay happy with just whatever they got. Like a lot of them need something else because I don't know. It's never enough. I guess if you a princess, it's never enough.
It never know because you always got to have it all.
Yeah, I don't know if women can ever have enough. I guess I'm saying I don't think they can ever just be that hunger can never be filled from just having enough.
And think about it, think about it as cool, right? It's why it's always good to be covered. Man. That's why you always should be covered and guided by a man. Cause a woman will go overboard because she don't know the limit. You have to be properly guided. You know what I'm saying? As we already know, as we say, like women make terrible decisions.
They do
So in order for
though.
you to be on the right track, you're very useful. But you have to have the proper guidance.
And
Otherwise,
that
you're gonna
eats
be
them up
useful in
though.
the wrong things.
That eats a lot of women up, knowing the fact that they have to have guidance from a man because they have been brought up in this world where you could be so independent and you don't need a man. But now that you're dealing with men that don't deal with women that don't want to be needed by men,
Hmm.
that shit sucks, and they realize it. That's why they making these videos talking about how, well, all the real men that they used to go open doors and pick up this and help me with, nah, nigga, you ain't want
You
that.
independent. All the late what Beyonce just
Yeah,
child, throw your hands up
yeah,
at
yeah,
man. All them
yeah. You know
hundred,
what you
yeah.
want.
You want to be independent.
Yeah, you gotta
Be
live in that.
independent.
And why you mad? Cause I'm making you live in your truth.
Hey, you want it. Do what
That's
you fought
crazy to
for.
me. This what you fall for. This what you wanted.
Yeah. This is what you fought for. So
I didn't
since
start
you
this.
fought for this, we giving you what you want. That's why you go to these single
No,
mixers. Guys are not showing up because guys are tired of being played. Guys are tired of being in your phone book as food, as bill payer and shit. Like
I do think that's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's funny, but
it's
y'all
facts
fucked up for
though.
that. It's fucked up that you would, if you know that a nigga trying to get some pussy, cause like if you know you giving other nigga pussy for minimum things, to act like that nigga and he's cause and this is what I said. This is what I don't respect about women. I mean about women hustling niggas.
Right.
You'll let the nigga that's rich. We already know the nigga that rich and got money that has a possibility of giving you nice things. You'll
Yeah.
let him hit no problem.
No
Now
no
you might have he might buy you something nice one time and might not fuck with you
hmm
for a couple of years because he stayed off, might not even remember. But you had a nigga that was tricking off on you every week or every 2 days, $40 getting it done. Like he been really keeping you afloat when you ain't
right.
had nothing. Bro. You telling me that nigga ain't
Your
worth no puss?
mainstream.
You don't get no. Yeah, that's the real loyalty. See, that's what I'm saying. Women minds are fucked up. You gotta show a loyalty to that nigga who's still good, cause you never know.
Yeah.
That nigga who been giving you that money for a while, when he blow up, he might try to save you too. And that's usually what happens when niggas get money. They come back to get them a little hoe, that they always wanted.
It's
Now,
like
it's never the good idea, but it's usually what happens
right.
because
I've been say it's like let's say you're everyday customer to a restaurant, right? You
yeah,
there Monday through Sunday, right? You always go there, you get the same thing, you order this, you leave a tip with there, right? And they get this one big time or whatever. They come here once, probably once a year. And they come and roll out the red carpet for this motherfucker who gonna come here once. He probably gonna spend big or whatever, right? But that's once at a time. But they put you on the back burner. Your everyday customer put you on the back burner and put all attention to this new customer, or whatever, right? That's been in bed this one time. And thing about it, you leaving, you put into the back burner your main customer, one that keeping you survival during the low tides, during the low season, when ain't nobody coming up. You got this motherfucker that's constant, excuse me, that constantly coming, keeping you afloat. Like this motherfucker, every day, it mother coming up breakfast and lunch, he come at the same time, supporting your business. But you want to treat him like a nobody when you got a new shiny thing that come here once a year or some shit like that. And that's how I be saying that shit.
yeah,
But it's all in the nature of a woman.
yeah.
That's why I love the word woman. Like Kale said. WOMAN.
Hey, listen when he sung about him. Now y'all can't stand
Hey, I think that's what's wrong with femininity, right? Femininity ain't been right since they locked Kales up, man.
that.
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Talk about it.
Let's talk
Femininity
about it.
hasn't been around since they
You
locked
took the
Kales
Pied
up.
Piper away, bro. Yeah, you
He
started
been
with
locked
Bill, now,
up.
yeah.
Femininity hasn't been the same. Y'all been more masculine. Y'all been more rudely. Y'all been more challenging ever since they locked the boy Kales up.
Yeah, they need to put him on the front stage like Boondocks. Remember in Boondocks when he was about to go to court and he won and he started singing? That's what they need right now. They need a song for R. Kelly at the White House singing.
Hey, they were trying to get him released, man.
Yeah, they need to release him.
seen
Let him
that
go
shit?
break out that song
You
talking
know
about
saying they'll
love
give him an
again.
overdose.
Yeah, I seen that. I don't be knowing what to believe with this shit, bro, because
Pop up my algorithm.
we got all this AI generated stuff. I don't be knowing what.
That's facts too. You don't know what to believe in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know what to be real and what not AI generated. I be looking at some shit and I'm thinking it's
Some
like, oh,
real
this is
shit.
AI generated.
It's got
Like,
even
oh,
worse.
shit,
Have you
nigga.
seen the VO3
You
shit?
know, I wear glasses, so it's already hard for me to. I be thinking
See
all
shit.
that shit look real. Then I see something there like AI generated. I'm like, oh shit, that is an AI. You know, I can look at it and be like, damn, bro, this is look like
It got a certain type of
yeah, it kind of like, man, this
thing
is some
to it.
AI shit. Yeah. So I don't
That
be,
shit
I
look
don't be knowing, bro.
too
I don't be,
high definition or some shit.
yeah, I be like trying to. So like if I don't see it on like the actual like website of the person or like the account of the person that is talking about,
Right.
I try not to take too much. I take everything with a grain of salt, bro.
It got crazy now, though. It got so crazy now with motherfuckers shooting commercial. They got
Yeah.
motherfuckers shooting commercial and using VO3 or whatever, right? I'm
Mhm.
like, hey, motherfuckers done, bro. They got motherfucker ain't gonna be nude. They gonna start shooting movies with that shit. Like motherfucker, hey, y'all about to take over, man.
Mhm.
It's already taking over.
It's
Yeah.
already. Yeah, that's it.
Cause they got motherfuckers shooting commercial. They got AI shooting commercial talking about AIs and humans.
Yeah, but you got to realize this. What you got? White people been. I want to say the world been wanting this. That's why we got all those space movies and droids and androids and us going into space and us moving into the future. Even back since like the Jetsons and just Flintstones meeting the Jetsons and just like
Yeah.
all the 3,000 Leagues Below and anything that talked about us experience because when we as humans we always been chasing immortality.
Right.
So in order to chase immortality, you got to chase progress and future things. So yeah, man, they want us to get androids and they wanted us to have them do stuff so they can move on. Yeah, it ain't surprising to me, bro. I know.
Yeah.
I knew
It's
androids was gonna be the popular stuff. Yeah, because it's just
got
it's
the
it's been in
robots.
the it's been in the movies. Just think about it. We wanted droids. Look, don't act like I don't want people to act like this shit came out of somewhere, out of nowhere, and now all of a sudden droids are here and AI programming is taking on. This is what we wanted.
Yeah.
There were kids back 30, 40, 50 years that wanted advanced stuff, and they was first talking about all this stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We wanted progression. So
Let's check out a video, man. This might
let's
be a
go.
little interesting. WOMAN.
Think that they are it. They are the prize. They have to get chose. They can make the decisions. It's them.
Well, if they're getting
what we do.
If they're getting chose, then I don't see how their reality tells them that's what it is.
Right, but they think that 5 girls, women, whatever, choosing them is they're top, they're him, that's it. But that's not really.
The reason why a man would think that, like say 5 beautiful women want him, you know how choosy women are?
Yes.
So if 5, I'm saying, so if 5 choosy women choose on one guy,
then he gotta tell 4 of them, all right, I'm good, I got one. The
but how is that?
They're gonna choose all 5. That's
Yeah,
because men are gonna choose all 5.
Because that's how we're wired to be.
Yeah, but for what? Why?
But what if all 5 girls is giving him the same thing? What if one of them aren't sticking out?
You have to pick. This isn't polygamy.
But look. When a woman's being wined and dined by multiple men at the same time, does she have to pick? Or does she have the right to allow all those men to prove themselves?
Okay.
You gotta say yes or no.
Okay, I'm gonna let you answer that. Go over there real quick. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. Do it. So like.
But you just said you're in a season of
I'm
having.
I feel like a lot of.
There you go.
Yeah. Because hey, listen, the one thing about it, when sense start making sense, hey, that shit start making sense, and she see that shit, hey, that makes sense, and it's just
like got me on my bullshit.
But that's what I'm saying, because women live in the bullshit because they live in their feelings, and it's not really about the truth. It's not about what's right or wrong. It's not about what logically makes sense. None of that matters. Only thing that matters is how you feel in the moment. That's why I'm saying they like butterflies. They're very moment people. Because you ever have a woman, she'll spaz out on you. She could be completely wrong. She'll never apologize, but next thing you know, she'll try to give you some head, or she'll start cooking something. She'll just act like the shit. She try to act like shit didn't happen.
Like shit sweet, yeah.
You ever realize that with women, they try to maybe we could just pretend nothing happened.
They just ignore the fact. They just skip over.
Yeah, just like. And then when you bring us something else, like, oh, I was just tripping doing.
That's old. That's old. You still talking about that?
Yeah.
I still bring old stuff, but it go to show like how motherfucker is like how motherfucker is like they live in their own fantasy and shit. And once they know you caught them up in they bullshit, they're like, such or whatever. But they just refuse to have any type of accountability. They just think they see life as one-sided. They the most selfish motherfucker. Like most guys, like at least see something both sided, right? You see this, okay, I can see why you see that.
Because you have no choice. You have to weigh.
Yeah.
As a man, you have to weigh options. You can't live in delusion in a man, because you know what I'm saying. And it's like the what we said before. Like there's an underlying threat of danger between men. So you have to have there's a certain amount of respect that's just given.
And gotta anticipate each action.
Yeah, exactly. And you can keep going, but that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between men and women, because women never perceive that line. They don't believe that line even exists between
that line don't exist.
Anybody. Like there is no lines. Like, no, nigga, there's lines. The undertone is what's known. Etiquette. These things. You know what I'm saying? So, but women
and think about it, like they just see things like it's one side. It's just see like, they don't care about how it affects you. They don't see that. They live in first person view mode forever. They don't give a fuck about how it affects you. It's all about how it affects them. If it affects you, you just a NPC.
Well, women don't have to love men because that's why they have kids. Women, like when they can't get you to love them the way that they want you to love them, they use your kid. Because that's why it's always my child, my baby. Whenever things don't, it's like, oh, I don't got nothing, but long as I got him, he's the reason I wake up every moment post.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's the reason that this motherfucker dressed like every other nigga that every other nigga know. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta, to be able to accept the truth is just too hard for some people. And I'm not saying that accepting the truth means that there's something wrong with what you're doing. Accepting the
Right.
truth is just accepting the fact that this is the person who you are, and the quicker that you accept that you are who you are, because we have
So
learned
we already know
that
who you are.
yeah, but we have learned that being different and being weird and being you can be the most weirdest things you can become rich off. The most
Right.
weirdest things you can become famous off. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So like if being yourself make you a little weird, that might be your special power. But you're so nervous to be different that you follow whatever everybody else say. Especially as a woman, they follow whatever, and now you just stuck with where every other body else is.
Yeah. It's that you go into your natural abilities then of following then.
Yeah, like
This is
Will's like,
crazy.
and then you get mad
But
that
you
he
know,
confused you. Like,
women, once you realize that femininity is your friend, life gets so much better for you.
I mean, yeah. What are
Once
you
you real,
valuing, women? What are you valuing? What is your end goal? Like, I really want to
mm,
know this from women. Like, men. I know. I don't talk to men. I know they end goal. What is women end goal? Like, what are you like? What is your end goal for whatever it is that you're trying to do? Like, so that if you get it and live another 40 years, you'll be happy the rest of your life.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
I don't understand what women want. Like, what's their end goal? What are you wishing for that'll be
I
just
don't
great to you?
think they
Like, yo,
have an
once I
end
get
goal.
that,
They
once
have
I get that, yeah, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Go ahead. Like once they get that, they straight. Like they don't need nothing else.
Mm. I don't think they have an end goal. They only have a for now goal. Their
Exactly.
end goal
I
is their
agree.
settlement goal. Their end goal is that motherfucker that's in they consistently in their DMs. Once they get slaughtered out and slutted out, oh, I'm done getting slutted out. I'm
Slotted
ready
out
to
and
erase my
slutted out.
past. So let me go check my who's the most consistent in my DMs and encourage me to be who I am and do my nonsense. It doesn't hold me accountable. That's they backup plan. That's their retirement plan. That simp that been they DM the whole time, lovey dovey, and never have no negatives to say about they fucked up action. Then they might finally reply back to it. They might like a comment, whatever. That's how they start replying back to it. They like a comment to start it up. Then he gonna come up more. Oh, you beautiful queen! I'll do anything to have you in my life and this and that. Then she may reply, ha, emoji, kiss emoji and shit. And then work up, then boom, she don't find the sucker to marry after she don't got her pussy nutted in and creamed out for many years and shit. Probably got 2 kids that a mama taking care of. That's they go, man.
But what I
You
mean, if that's what they wanted, then what's the problem?
it's not what they wanted. It's
Oh,
who will keep them because they already don't got ran through by the other motherfucker. They already got ran through by the mother that didn't want the one they want, didn't want it, they just ran through them. But the one that consistently she never gave a chance, oh, I'm gonna give you that chance. Don't fuck it up. Cause the other guys
hey,
screwed me over, they fucked me over, and this and that.
hey,
No, it's not too
somebody,
much information because that's y'all life.
hey,
That's how y'all females are.
somebody
Yo,
got to take
y'all
her though,
new,
Bo.
you need to hear this. You need to know this is how you females operate. Cause every female got some dude in they DM talking to themselves.
Yeah,
And that's just the
somebody going
facts.
somebody gonna take her though. Like you said,
Yes,
that one
somebody gonna
lane
take
dude.
her.
Yeah, that one lane dude gonna take her.
Yeah, cause think about it, that's gonna be her backup plan. That's her retirement
Yeah,
plan. That's her
that's her
main
plan.
goal.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
once
she
she
gonna.
it don't work out and she get played through all the guy that she wanted, don't ran through her, she gonna go back to her inbox and go to the guy that been consistently wanting her, even though she don't give a fuck about him. And this dude can't. They typically the dude can't read the rooms. They can never tell that the chick don't really want him, whatever. She like, oh well, I'm gonna fight for you more. I don't feel it, but I'm gonna fight for you more. And they settle for that. And that be their retirement plan. That's their settlement plan. That's their main goal. Bro.
And that's their
They're gonna
settlement
hold their
plan.
lifestyle out and settle with a guy that's predictable and like, oh, they don't really care about. Cause you know what? So cause the guy gonna still come back 5 minutes later, want some more poom, whatever, and they still gonna entertain him.
Yeah.
Even though they can be married to this simp nigga that find an answer they DMs or whatever, they can marry to that motherfucker and they gonna be like, oh, they still gonna go to him and they still gonna entertain you if you reach out to them.
Yeah. That's why I think I can't be in a relationship, because being in a relationship is pretty much saying I'm having to make sure that you don't do no shit, bro. You ain't out here doing no bullshit. So it's like having a child.
You can never
like-
know that.
It's
can
like having
never-
a child, bro. Out here trying to stop a bit from doing, man. It's too much, bro. It's too much.
Yeah.
Like I'm
But
Gucci,
you would
but you
never
know,
know.
and I'm gonna say it's not too much in the sense of like I can't do it, but it's like I just don't care to do it because I just want somebody to be cool with, bro. If we fuck every now and then, cool, nigga. Like
Think about it.
I
Once
don't-
you fuck every now and then, she gonna get you.
she ain't gonna get me.
She gonna hit
been
you
doing
with
this.
what are we? Hey, that
Okay.
about 3 months in, she gonna hit you with that. So what are we?
And I'm
What's
gonna
the
hear her
title?
with what you thought it was. What you thought it was. let me hear what you thought this was. I'm gonna give her a
Cause she's
chance
not
to-
gonna be fucking on you for nothing. You know this. Even if you chilling this and that, she's still okay. We gonna keep fucking. I'm gonna at least need a title.
I'm gonna give you.
Women love titles.
I'm gonna give you good vibes. Listen, you be kissing on your girlfriend friend, and she don't give you no good vibes. You cut your lips and let her eat your pussy. Y'all take bath together and shit.
That's the
You know
different
women
though.
do
You
that
got
freaky shit.
different though. You a dude. You a guy.
Yeah.
You don't get the
That's-
same treatment.
that's
You have
fucked
to
up.
pay for what you weigh.
That's what I want. I want that treatment.
You don't get the same treatment. Eh?
I could be a good friend.
You don't. That's why you never hear him complaining about female splitting the check with females. You never hear them ever complaining.
You never hear that shit. Yeah. Nah.
Never.
Nah.
Fuck around, be a dude talking about some splitting the check 50-50. Boy, they gonna clown your ass for 3 weeks in these damn social media.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And I'll tell you, females literally really not like men. They settle for y'all for survival. You're here for survival.
Fact. That's
Cause they
obvious.
know they can't do that with other women, cause the other woman finessing the well. They gonna feel disrespected cause they know how these bitches is. When the bitch be like, oh, can I borrow this? I pay it. No, they know they finesse her. How you gonna finesse me and I'm a finesser? That's what the chicks say to each other. So they know they're not finna be with other chicks. Like, no, you're not finna finesse me doing this. I already know the
Yeah.
game.
You
I'll
ain't
be
finessed
finessed. How you
this
gonna
nigga
finesse
before
me?
I
They're gonna
confess
feel
him.
ultimate
Yeah.
disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't
Yeah,
no, they gonna be
trying
like, I
to
ain't no
work this.
fucking nigga. I ain't one of these niggas you can finesse
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The head move. You know what I'm saying? You know, with us, we don't
I
give
ain't
a
one of
fuck,
these
man.
niggas that you can finesse the head movement.
Yeah. You know, with us, nigga, we don't mind, man. We like, okay, whatever, man. I'll pay for this meal, man. There's a chance we get some ass afterwards, whatever, right? Whatever, I'll pay
I
for
find
it.
it.
You know what
Why
I'm
don't we start? We should switch it up then. I'm glad you said this because I've been thinking about it.
saying?
We
Yeah.
as men, instead of paying for the pussy in advance, we should make women give us the pussy first before we decide, so we can decide where we want to take it. See, I think we've been fucking the game up for a while now. We've been allowing women to dictate the value of the
You
pussy,
know,
and they
there
have.
was a time for that, though. It was a
But
time
listen,
for that.
Yeah, no, and I'm just saying, and that's when pussy was at its promise.
Yeah.
But ever since women have took over pricing the value of the pussy or the pedestal, it has become fucked up, diluted, and it's just wonky.
Yeah.
You know, they need to go back to letting man put the price on that, so that you come bring me the pussy. Let me
Yeah.
try it. Let me try
But
it.
that was the thing, though. That was an error for that.
See how much work you put in there. See if you really
Yeah.
like me. See if you really want this. And if you do a great
Yeah.
job, that I give you more. You get more. You understand
factual.
more.
It's factual. And but there
Yeah.
was a time, there was an error
That's
for you said it was an error for that. You
Yeah.
remember it was the error for that when you smashed first. It was called Netflix and chill.
But I'm just but I'm saying women, but if you say that to women, they'll feel disrespected because their body is their temple and that's their value system. But you want a nigga to come off his resources and his values up front before
And
you
that's
can
where they
marry
get it
him and before you could be a
confused at, though.
wife. That's what you said. That's what you bragged about.
Yeah. But
So
that's
what
where they
if I
get
say,
confused at, though. You said
yeah,
their body is their temple. No, your body is my temple.
nah,
I gave up my rib for that body.
yeah, you came out of me,
You came from me.
man.
Now
woman
it's
came
time for
from
you to do
man.
your duty.
Do your duty.
So when I want you to bear a kid, when I cream you out, I put the kids into you. You marinate it for 9 months and bring it out. Now you take care of that. Yeah, but that ain't about you. That got fucked up at it. You think it's your body. That body does not belong to you. That's why you have to hurry up and connect to a man to get your body to. So he can control and guide you the proper way to make your body be used in the most useful way. A lot of you females are
That's starting to make some sense though, now. We might could get it. We might could speak this at our church too. About our lessons. This shit making sense. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why a lot of you female spirit are so fucked up. Cause you getting creamed out by these bunch of random niggas. They sperm, they spirit leave inside of you. You can't get settled. You can't move on. You got so many nigga demons inside of you that you can't settle down. A man can feel them demons inside of you.
Facts. No, I believe in that. And that's what women don't understand. This is why I said, and it go back to what we said about purity. And I was like, we lost that because you could sit here and try to justify giving your body up, and I won't argue with you because that's your fucking body. I don't give a fuck.
It's not, though.
But you can't get me.
If
you know
your
what I'm
body
saying?
is not on, it's a lost soul. It's best for you to hurry up and be claimed by a man before your body become useless.
Yeah,
and become a useless soul. And once you become a useless soul, and you go along and die alone, you pass it on to your, if you have kids and they be traumatized to your grandkids, and they become useless souls as well.
I wonder if
somebody got to break the curse and cover your kids. You got to be attached to a man to show you the right way.
Is it so bad? Is that so bad though? To be like, and I really want women to tell me the truth. Right. Is it so bad that if your purpose was to do what Bo just said, be there for a man, a incubator for a child to make society grow and keep that child nurtured, and your role was never to be more than what it was, is that really such a horrible thing?
No, your purpose is a man. And to prove that your purpose is a man, every time you want something significant out of life, it comes from a man. You're not paying your bills.
That nigga love that. You ain't paying your bills. That nigga love that for you ain't paying the bills. He said, hey, it's a bitch somewhere right now needs $40 for.
Hey, there's always somebody that will do tomorrow, motherfucker. Think about it. That's just show your purpose of the man. Because every time you say, "Oh, I want to go try this out. I want this," you gonna contact the man to get it paid for, the man to do it for you. And for you to say your purpose is not a man, then if you stop using everything that a man provides for you, then your purpose is not a man. Then stop using what the man provides for you. What great things are you doing in life? Majority of the women not doing no great things. Your great things is done by the man. So what have you done great lately?
As a woman.
As a woman, what have you done great lately? And disattach it from a man. What have you done great lately? If you ask a woman what she done great lately, she probably gonna tell you something that she done for a man. Now, for you to say that your purpose is not a man, society and experience and life has taught us that everything you do, the way you advance in life, your whole purpose is the man.
Well, he did put you down as the man's helper mate. Like you was a helpmate. So I don't understand. But that's what I'm saying. Why do women hate being the helpmate? Like why is that so bad? You put here to be a helpmate. Be a helpmate.
Because women have lost. So when you get women thinking for themselves, they start making terrible decisions. That's how it's told. When they leave the man's covering, and start making decisions for themselves, then you get this type of shit. You get this, we can do better. You get feminism. We want to work 40 hours too. We want to work just as much as the man. We want to make it. Why? You had it good, but you chose to be just like a man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And you failed for it
because
they wanted you to work too, so you get paid taxes as well.
Man, I guarantee you, every nigga that was out there working while you felt like you was at home and you wanted, they would have switched places with you. And like, I did that so you didn't have to do it.
Exactly.
All you got to do is just keep doing this little. And to me, like I said, women, and I know I'm trying not to be mean to women, but being a stay-at-home mom is not that hard, bro. They make it seem like it's some of the most. Like, if you're telling me there's stipulations to it, okay, I get it.
Right.
No, I don't. Yeah, here you can have it. No, you can have that empty bag.
You can have it. I'm gonna go make me a quick bathroom break, man.
That nigga say he gonna make him a quick bathroom break. Go ahead, nigga. Yeah, bro. No, but I don't know. I feel like the right answer is always gonna come from the wrong person, and people hate that. You know, people I think look for their messiah to be something that they think is gonna become, and to say these sweet truths, and it just come in the way of like just this. But that's usually the devil. That's usually because they know that's what you desire so much, to have those sweet nothings whispered into your ear. So the truth usually comes in a bold, hurtful, like, life shattering kind of, and that's why I say I don't understand how, like, you people, like, and I hate to say you people, like, but people are strong, bro. For you to sit here to live in a world where you live in a world where you allow people, what people think about you matter.
Right.
I salute you people, bro, because I see shit and they be like people like teens committing suicide because they cyberbullying and stuff, or people in general, and it's like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that you are that. But I'm from a different place, and but it's a real thing. But I think but like I said, that goes back to saying that you got a generation of people who live on social media, like that's all they know, and it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Like people living on that level spectrum.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So like I said, but it kind of remind me of Total Recall and all those movies that predicted this kind of behavior. I, Robot. What's the movie? Running Man, where it's just you moving Johnny the Money. You don't know that one, Johnny the Money. Like just movies about future apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic worlds, and just how society would advance in the future. But you got to realize we in the future now, because back then they thought this would be flying cars and stuff like that. But
yeah. But instead, we got fucking aggressive masculine women that hate men.
hey, It
Boy,
might be the
never.
fruit that it might have been in the food, bro. Remember they was doing all that shit to the food, and whatever they put in the food, mutated with the women gene, and
Mm.
now they want to be men.
I don't think it's the food. I
They
think
don't think it's the fruit.
I think these motherfucker fell victim to a motherfucker that was mad at they fucking husband, so they created this feminism bullshit because they mad at their husband and motherfucker hopped behind it. Then they no longer mad at their husband, went back to their husband, but they didn't get the memo. They kept on being feminism and shit and kept on hating men and shit. And then you get these girls.
Look what you done started.
No, girls should be cutthroat the other girl and fight for the man.
Mm.
You out there cutthroat and try to do this for the woman, she not gonna pay your bills. She not gonna protect you. So what are you doing? You hustling backwards. Instead of you finding your man and fighting to find that man and holding on to that man, you want to fight to be single. You want to fight to be the girl's night out for your homegirl when she mad at her husband. You want to be the one that she call because she know you ain't got no man. So you can always call you to come out because you ain't never doing shit. But yeah, y'all gotta start. Hey, find you a man. Y'all gotta take it more serious than finding a man. Y'all started thinking and feeling like you can live life without a man. And now you asking your homegirl these dumbass questions. She gonna give you a dumbass answer, and then y'all gonna start doing dumbass shit. And you would have had it started with a man, he would have let you know before it started. That's a dumbass shit to say and ask. Go make me a sandwich.
I gotta give your ass something to do. Like, you definitely gotta give her something to do. That's just, but no, and I realize that when you decide to be with a woman, you have to give them things to do, and you definitely have to feed into it being important, so that they'll really, because if you give it half-assed, then they won't really take to it. You got to give them something to do, because women having idle minds is the worst kind of devil's workshop. Yeah, that's the worst kind of devil workshop. To let a female get in her feelings and get in her mind for too long, or how it'll take down Rome. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, and I don't know why women choose to use their powers for evil. That's how I look at it. Like, these motherfuckers, bro. Use that shit for good. You're supposed to be a helpmate. Use that shit for helping.
Exactly.
So, but motherfuckers just want to be mean. Of course, but yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, these questions I be wanting to ask women too. So,
yeah, we need answers. That's what we need. We need answers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The truth does hurt.
What's up?
Especially when it coming from a Negro like me.
What you trying to ask? Okay.
Especially when it coming from a Negro like me. But one thing, that's why females are like, that's why females are always nice and not truthful to each other, because they don't like hearing the truth. They don't want to hurt you or whatever. Man, we more like, nah, you don't get the truth, motherfucker.
Yeah. With the man, I mean, the truth do way more for you than the lie.
Mm-hmm.
The truth leads you to places where you can overcome something. The lie bounds you to something, so you can never grow. You can never move. Because the lie is gonna, because you got to keep up with that lie.
The lie gonna
see the truth. You could, but see, you could, when you lie, and that's the whole thing about lying. Lying you have to keep up the lie. So when you
Right.
tell this lie to this person, now this person gonna go spread this lie too, and this lie gets to spreading. You have to keep
Yeah.
up this lie, but sooner or later, the lie gets back to the person who was around there where the truth was too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
It gonna come to what they say. Well, it's in the dark, come to light.
to like it just gonna take, and people rather bet on that lie in the dark than just to come out with the truth. Especially women, they rather hide who they is or what it is and do this, and they want to hide
Their
their
whole
body
life is
count.
that.
They want to
Makeup.
do this, and it's like,
That's
okay.
scary.
But sooner or later, the truth gonna come out, especially in this day and time. Especially
It's
with
always
how the
does.
world is moving, where you can really don't have no privacy because you already giving it up by signing up to every social media and putting yourself in every kind of
Mhm.
platform. The truth can come out. That's what I'm saying. You might as well listen. I don't see how you could do things now and not be truthful. I'm so
Right.
surprised that we see scandalous stuff happen and people be shocked. Like the person who get the scandalous stuff out. Like me, if somebody got like, yeah, nah, that's me. That's how I'll be like, nah, yeah, I was wild.
Yeah,
That's
you got me.
more
You
than
got
likely some
me.
shit that you got me, bro. Like, ain't got shit to hide, bro. Like, but people really be having shit they hide, and then they get destroyed, and it's like, how, nigga? How's were you
Yeah.
putting on that lie for so long?
Mm.
You're not good
Crazy
at lying.
work.
I mean, I don't know. It's crazy work. And then when I see how people like, I don't know, because clearly people would have liked you no matter what. If they liked the lie, they would have liked the real you. Because it take
Yeah.
a talented person to keep up a lie.
Motherfucker that's just mastermind that shit.
Yeah,
Man.
to keep up
That's
a lie
why
with
I
motherfuckers
think it
really, really
start with
fucking with it.
I think it start with motherfucker with multiple. When you able to have multiple fucking Facebook's account and Instagram account, that's a master liar. If you able to commit, that's why I see motherfucker with 3, 4 accounts. Like, why the fuck you got 3 or 4 accounts? That's right
Yeah,
there a red flag, man. I can't deal with that.
yeah.
Like, how you able to cook? I still got my same account since I opened it. I still
Yeah.
remember my Facebook when I had at the crib in Little Creek and shit. 'Cause I started my
Mhm.
first Facebook in your room and shit, nigga. You had on your laptop with the dude right here. I still remember that. I still got the same shit from there.
Hey. Yeah.
And these motherfuckers
Yeah.
got five. You know what I hate not have motherfucker on my friend list, right? Some random motherfucker they changed their whole name and shit. And I'm like, who the fuck is this sending me a message? Like, oh, you don't change your name, so now I don't know
No.
who the fuck you is and shit.
No, I
You
hate
know,
that too,
sometimes I
bro.
can go
And
through
I
and
hate it
delete,
when
right?
you do it. I understand it happening once, and because
Yeah.
you got locked out of an account. But when you got somebody who constantly switching their account, and I'm like, bro, I ain't finna take not
I
one.
got
I tell
5
my
friend
people that.
requests from the same
Yeah, I'm
motherfucker.
not finna take not now no one of your invites, bro.
Hey, I
Whenever
take one
whenever
time.
you find this account that I last became friends with, that's when me and you'll
Yeah,
start talking
that's
through
what I'm
this
getting.
social
That's
media.
who I'm
Yeah.
replying to.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm
who I'm sending
replying
happy
to.
birthdays to.
Exactly. To. Yeah.
That's the account I'm sending
Yeah.
happy birthday to.
Yeah, we're not
So
finna
you
do
got
that. I'm not
another
finna
account
have
after that,
5 of
like,
you on
yeah.
my. Yeah, I ain't finna
Who
have
sent
5
you?
of you on here, bro.
Hell no.
Like, what is going on, bro?
I'm quitter. I'd like to go and pudge my friend. Like, oh,
But I don't
who in
even
them
be on.
motherfucker? Hey, especially the female. Like, who in there motherfucker that ain't replied to my inbox? Who ain't
I don't,
replied to my DM?
yeah. The only thing I don't be on. Only thing I do be on though is Instagram and TikTok. I think probably at the most.
I don't
I'm
be
not
on
on.
TikTok.
I'm not even on. I'm not even on Instagram as much as I used to be.
I don't be on
You know,
Facebook like that. I be on Instagram because
I
Instagram
ain't
like to
been on
play.
Facebook. I don't be on Facebook like that at all. I'm never on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm never.
I be on X. I be on X like way more often. I be on X like more often than ever, man. That's like the new. X about to be a whole nother thing, man. It's like the new. I get my news from,
You
man.
get everything
Updated
on X.
information.
No, X is a
Everything.
one-stop shop.
Yeah, you can get your
Yeah, X is
news,
a
your
one-stop shop.
porn,
Yeah,
all that shit.
yeah, everything, anything, and everything you can get on X. One-stop
Hey,
shop.
about to
I
start.
am on.
I been.
I think I'm on X a lot. I'm on X a lot. I'm on, but I'm not like on it, bro. I'm more of a. I'm just
I'm a
always.
reviewer, not a poster.
Yeah, I'm
I'm a
just
reviewer,
always
not a
just
poster.
watching
Yeah.
it, but I'm not really on it. Like posting and making
They
comments.
about to start like putting production there and shit. Cause a lot of stuff I be on YouTube mostly. Like a lot of stuff I don't see on
Yeah.
YouTube on X or whatever. Like the same shit, whatever. Like that's
No,
the
X,
shit.
I fuck with X, you know. Hey, they ain't limiting you to, because you know I used to have my old
Boy, be
account, bro. And
banned, huh?
yeah, my old account banned, bro. They banned
Yeah.
back when it was Twitter. They banned me back
Right.
when it was Twitter, bro. But they used to censor me speaking this, like talking like this.
Right. You
I be
can't talk like
talking my
that.
shit. Yeah, I was talking my shit on Twitter, bro. And like, cause I'll see like somebody will post a video and I'll just say my thoughts. And back then when I was young, bro, I if I see some shit, I was commenting on it. I felt like
Yeah.
I just be commenting on the mad people shit. I used to go through Twitter just commenting and you know, and they banned my
Expressing your
shit. Bruh.
opinion and shit.
I said, yeah. They started trying to make it seem like I was doing hate. No, I'm just giving my opinion.
That's the thing. From like 2020 to 2024, they cut down DMs. They like banned the internet. They had like all that
Yeah.
shit. Like you can't talk about the what they call the jail. You can't like they'll
Yeah.
ban your ass. You talk about they'll censor you like a heavy and shit.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
Elon
they
brought
censored
it
me,
kind of
man.
like killed that shit. Like he like
Yeah,
stopped
so
motherfuckers from being censored and shit.
yeah. So I'm back to saying more free stuff. I just don't be on it like that saying too much just yet. Because I've been trying to get our talk to your brother's account attached to it
Yeah.
so that I could speak through that account. You know, but I'm still working on that. I think I got it. I think I got what's the name? I think it was just something that I needed to do to authenticate the what's the name.
Yeah, that was some shit. You know where
But
it
yeah,
got
man,
so
they got
crazy though?
what?
I be reading like they got now it should be sensible. I can't read what some motherfucker be posting and shit. Like why you lining out pissed? Like you pissed off. Like
Oh.
they be censoring so many words. Like every
Oh yeah,
fucking word is like
yeah.
you can
Every
barely
word gets
read some
censored,
shit.
yeah.
Like what are you
Which
trying to
is
say?
weird.
You know what I'm saying? They got lined out like, oh, he pissed in this, like, and they lined out pissed, they lined out ass. It's like, yo, just don't even post
Oh
that
yeah.
shit, man. I'm
Yeah.
not finna
Nope.
break my
I
damn
don't
neck, my brain
I
trying to
don't even
read
try
that
to
shit.
figure out the riddles, bro. I just keep
I
going.
block them
Because
motherfuckers
I just figure that
and
shit ain't
report
for
them.
me.
I block and report these
I just be like, that shit clearly it's not for me because I don't know what's going on. I be seeing those
Yeah.
shits too. I be like, I don't know what the fuck they talk about.
What
I
the
just
fuck,
keep going.
man? Why I'm seeing this shit? I
They'll be
didn't
like
go through
something
that shit.
like,
Why am I seeing this?
say this and this, and they'll replace all the what's the names with this. And they're
Yeah,
like, the fuck
lined
are
out
we
and
even talking?
blurred
Yeah.
out and shit and
Yeah,
I'm
like
like,
replace everything with this. And I'm like, I ain't got no time for this.
I be always seeing like I don't even follow these motherfuckers. I be seeing like a World Star page or some other shit like media page that bet pop up my timeline for some reason. And I see
Yeah.
some shit that pop up and I'm like, oh, I read it. And like, what the fuck they trying to say? Everything that line dot and shit. Like, man, I'm report these motherfuckers.
He said, man, let me report these motherfuckers. Man. I told you, a grumpy old man, dog. Goddamn grumpy old. Let me report these niggas. Goddamn niggas.
This shit shouldn't have been in my algorithm, nigga. Like, am I saying this shit?
Coming over here fucking up my shit. Got this shit popping up on my algorithm. Told you what I want to see. I only want to see bitches and luxury.
Nigga, hey, my homeboy, nigga. You remember the one with that had the yellow truck? Well, I ain't gonna too much. But no man. But I got a homeboy, right? That motherfucker be fucking up my algorithm like a motherfucker. That motherfucker always sending me fucking videos of ass and shit.
Yeah.
And like, yo.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, but they ain't body fucking my algorithm, man. I've been out in Bahrain, right? And there's one chick, it's a black chick, right? And she'll tell me, oh, cause she was like, it's a lot of spots in this place where you at that I can tell you this. I bet. She said, here, I'll give you my information. You can add my Instagram. So I gave her my Instagram, right? And it immediately said, whoa. And I like,
yeah.
what? And I look, ass shaking everywhere. You know when you put in there when you try to search somebody's thing and it got like random fucking video shit, ass shaking everywhere, titties everywhere, And I'm like, she like, it's a
Yeah.
fucking freaky little nigga.
Yeah. I got
Imagine
some
when
good
you think
shit.
of soon as he said, she like, whoa. And like, oh shit. Cause my algorithm all fucked up. You know, like,
Yeah, I be fucking up my algorithm because I think I be fucking up other people's algorithm because I be sending a lot of shit. Like that's how I communicate with people. If I'm sending you memes, bro, I really fuck with you, bro. Because I'm sending,
yeah,
and I
it's
try
my
not to
communication.
I try not to overdo it, bro. I try not to overdo giving people some memes because I send motherfuckers meme all day.
But
So I try
sometimes
to
shit be
hold.
in a row though. You be having some
Yeah,
five
yeah.
back to back shit. You know?
I be
That
yeah,
shit be
roll
five
back to back to
and
back.
shit.
Yeah, I'll be back 5 back because that shit would just be popping up on my shit. And I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
damn, that's crazy. Send this bitch to me.
I think Red really fucked me up, right? My shit was straight. That nigga started sending me shit I like or whatever. That nigga like, oh, I'm sending you all your shit. You don't send me no shit. Like, I ain't know that was a thing, nigga.
That nigga said you supposed to send me some shit back, bro.
Oh, send me some shit.
Yeah, that's how the relationship is with this meme shit. I send you some shit, you send me some shit. Or at least you gotta, like I tell my nephew, at least you gotta at least put a comment under that bitch, or you gonna make me seem like.
Nah,
Because
I
sometimes,
just like or reply that one. Nah, you gotta
yeah,
send me some shit back.
my nigga used to go like weeks without replying to some memes. I've been sent a nigga like 20 memes.
Yeah, like nigga, you gotta reply back, nigga. Well, we got a chat. If you were to choose another profession, what would that be? Retirement.
If I had to choose a profession at this age, I'd probably be a marine biologist. I'd probably do what I wanted to do as a child.
Hey,
I would, nigga.
I hate boats, nigga. I hate boats, nigga.
No, I hate military boats. I don't hate boats in general, but I like getting on cruise ships every now and then, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy cruise ships every now and then.
No, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I remember my first deployment, bro.
I'll do a cruise.
After our first deployment, we came back to VA.
Yeah,
I was so fucked up. We was in Virginia
Yeah,
Beach. I couldn't even look out into the ocean, bro. I can't look at that shit, bring me back to memory. I like, hell no, I ain't white been looking out to the ocean.
The military boats suck, bro. Yeah, I get it, bro. But other boats don't suck, bro. You can have fun and enjoy other boats, bro.
No, nigga. I never gave it a chance. Bro. I've been
PTSD. Exactly. You never gave it a chance. It fucked you up. Yeah. But it's because I was the same way too. Like, but I was never really fucked up by the boat. But I was like, this shit sucks. But going on a cruise is different, bro. You enjoy that shit. I don't mind it. They straight.
When you say cruise, you gotta say like Carnival cruise and shit.
It depends on where you're trying to go. Different cruises go different parts
like
of the world.
whatever cruise. When you come once you say cruise thing, I'm thinking deployment.
Oh, you thinking deployment?
Hey, I started getting high.
I would have said deployment. Now you going on deployment? That's different. Cruise, that's a different shit, man. Yeah. Carnival cruise, Norwegian cruise, the Disney.
I heard they were nice, man, but
some of them real nice, bro. Real nice.
The ones I be seeing, be ghetto.
Nah, that's probably the Carnival cruise. They all ain't ghetto like that. Because some of them, but you got to realize, and I don't want to say it's ghetto. Some of them are made for like young people to go meet. Young people to go meet of all different. I don't want to say ghetto, just young people to go meet. It's more for partying, younger crowd.
Young ratchet, young YNs.
Young. I don't think, nigga. First of all, probably too many young YNs and ratchet people are probably too scared to even get on boats. They probably too scared to get on a fucking cruise. They're too scared they drown in the water type shit.
But then again, they be on social media and TikTok so bad they might actually start trying it.
This nigga said they might actually start trying it.
Hey, it'd be like, oh shit, I seen that on social media. Let me try that out.
Yeah, I mean, but cruises ain't. I don't know. This shit's just they like work, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like some of them be. I ain't know. Like most of them I've been on I enjoyed it. I ain't had no problem with it. But I answering her question though, bro. I would be a marine biologist. Got me worried about the goddamn Carnival cruise boat, nigga. Marine biologist. What about you?
Ugh, man. If I could be something else, I'd probably been like a YouTuber or some shit. I probably would actually started my damn channel years ago and shit. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would have been doing this. I don't. I have no idea. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
I feel you on that.
I'm just here, man.
You know, jack
Chasing
of
the
all
bag,
trades.
yes they say.
Yeah, jack
Chasing
of
the
all
bag,
trades.
man.
You're gonna, you know,
But I
like,
wish I
like
would have got into Bitcoin though. I remember back in
shit, hell yeah.
2011, I put onto Bitcoin. I never knew how to get that shit though. I think Bitcoin what was that thing like shit like $100 some shit like that. And my coworker was talking about this shit, but we didn't know how to get the shit. You know what I'm saying? I like,
Yeah.
man, I would have been able to get that motherfucker. Man. Then I would have been doing my profession. I've been like a fucking Andrew Tate the first, nigga. I've been
And you
on
take
that
the
type
first.
shit.
You'd have been the originator of that kind of talk.
Originated that shit. Man. Tell me shit
First
with
nigga to
hundreds
talk
of
that
millions
shit.
of dollars. Man.
Show you how you're supposed to treat it. You're
This
a
is how you
fool.
live life. This is how you live life.
Yeah. I would have been a marine biologist that never had to get in the water.
Shit, nigga, that's a land biologist, ain't
Yeah.
it?
What you call me?
Nigga, that's
I
a
researched that bitch
hey,
from the
nigga,
lab.
that's an army biologist, nigga.
Like, I mean, like I'll go. Like, hey, we might need to go to Antarctica because of the penguins. Okay,
Oh
cool.
nah,
Let's go.
I don't fuck with cold weather.
I'll go, but I'm gonna be at the lab, bro. I'm gonna be at the facility. You bring the penguin back. We do our research and go and take the penguin back on out there. I can take the cold long as I got somewhere warm. I realize I can survive anywhere. I done
Yeah.
a lot of different temperatures. Even
I'll
though I
be
done almost
suffering that
met
bitch,
death a
nigga.
couple of times.
Fuck that.
That nigga said fuck that.
Hey,
I'm like
I'd
James
rather
Bond,
be.
bro.
I'll be like I don't know what you call them motherfucker that just walk around and you record their life.
What, you gonna be a blogger?
Nah, you just record the life. I don't even like to. I just be. I don't know. Rich, extremely rich. If well, every
Extremely
profession
rich.
I want to be. Man.
Just not so rich that you don't got to do nothing, huh?
Yeah, travel. That's what I want to be.
Yeah,
My
just
profession
travel.
be
Like, so
traveling.
rich that I ain't got to do shit.
Yeah.
No matter what I do, the money coming in.
But you know what I always loved? I always did love like different airports though.
Yeah.
It was my shit. Not them shitty
It'll
ones,
probably
though.
still be.
Like
You can
Germany.
still be
Germany.
traveling, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Germany airport sucks. JFK, New York airport sucks. Fucking Hawaii. I'm not a big fan of Hawaii airport. I like Chicago airport. I got some of my favorite wings there in the Chicago airport. So if I'm ever in like in America and I'm traveling like cross country or whatever, I always have a layover. I make sure a layover in Chicago.
Yeah,
So I
to
can
get
stop at the wing spot for like
okay.
2 hour layover and shit. I don't even know the name of that movie. I know it's like via Delta Airline, though, near that part. I always go there and like I find my wings and shit. Who else got some decent? Singapore. Yeah, they probably one of the best airport. I usually have like sometimes you have like 3-4 hour layover and shit. Thailand okay. Thailand it's alright. It's not really the best airport, but you can at least get like a massage for like a couple hours till your shit come, right?
Yeah.
If you ever find that shit, it be on like one, like 4 sides. It's like one on one side, 2 of the sides or some shit. Who else? Bahrain airport, cool. But it really ain't got really nothing to do once you go. You got like a Chili's in there. You can go drink or whatever, but like
Yeah.
not really popping like that. Shit, who else got some good airport? San Diego airport, cool. It's all right, man. They don't really got nothing in there as well, though. They got this damn Fields barbecue spot. And they don't serve certain shit. Texas, I think that is airport trash. I bet the one airport, I ain't like it, but it had a lot of shit in that though. I can't remember which one it was. I went to which one got the I don't think it's the George Bush Airport or some shit. One of the motherfucking Texas. I don't think it was Dallas. Fort Worth, maybe. I don't know. Maybe Fort Worth. One of them motherfuckers. I had overnight stay. Me and my kids and shit. We were traveling. We missed our flight and shit.
Yeah.
Layover and shit. They like canceled the flight and shit. So they gave her like a voucher. Like we had like mother gave her like 30 fucking vouchers, right? To stay in this hotel and shit. And they gave her like 40 vouchers like overnight. But the hotel like so trash. They gave her like 2 rooms or whatever, right? It was so trash. I ain't know.
I think I remember you telling me this. Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up moving out of there. We left from there and we went to. I just went and bought one. I think it was like I forgot what hotel it was. But I don't like staying in trash hotel, man. Especially like with my kids, where I like be comfortable and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like one of them things like a Motel 6 type of vibe, whatever. Even though the hotel looked like it's like a legitimate hotel, but we get there like it need renovating or some shit. So I just
but
fuck
prostitution goes on there.
I don't know about that, but it just came out the left with that. Hey, this motherfucker need a nap, huh? Hey, I said about your bad time you take a nap, man.
Hey.
Oh, man. This nigga let it intrusive thoughts win, man.
No, man, no. Damn. My fault. My fault, bro. I'm tired. Take my ass. I'm gonna get me something to eat and I'm gonna take my ass on. This nigga tripping, bro.
All right, man. My stomach fucked up for this damn.
Bro, you got my stomach hurt, bro. I gotta get off this, bro. You stupid. Bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, until next time, America, man.
Until next time, man. Let you go, man. You just said anything now, nigga. Just it's all right, nigga. All right, man. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, thanks for joining, man. This nigga tired, bro. This nigga